it's your boy Justin on the stove. We don't break the news, we just break the news down.
It's most definitely Stove Gang or No Gang or Don't Bang. Hey, we're gonna stay real over here, man. Big Stove Gang. Salute to everybody watching this video. Make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. I do live streams all the time.
It's Stove Gang or No Gang or Don't Bang. Salute to everybody. Good. Hold on.
And just like that, we back. Yeah. And just like that, we back, gang. Salute to everybody rocking with me, gang. And just like that, we back. I need some more lights in here. Hold on. I need some more light. I need more light, gang. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. 1 second, gang. I need a little more light. Here we go. I need a little more light in here. There we go. Yeah. Now we lit up. Salute to I'm lit up. Light the gas up. Light the chat up. You did. Let's go. Yeah, I'm lit up. So light the gas up and light the chat up, man. Salute to we'll roll it up, gang. Hey, y'all know how we do it over here, gang. You can be yourself over here, gang. Everybody else is all uptight and, you know what I mean, sticking ass and all that. You know what I mean, man? We ain't like that, man. We ain't even like that, gang. And with that being said, I know I just hold on. Give me 1 second, gang.
Gay.
It's way too early for that, gang. It's way too early for that, man. But y'all were gonna let me get away with that, man. Get my microphone right, man. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody building, gang. We got new news to break down in the Nolen Wells situation, of course, man. Y'all know exactly what I want to talk to y'all about. Y'all know exactly where I'm coming from tonight. Y'all know exactly, y'all know exactly what we finna talk about tonight, man. We got to talk about that give, send, go. Man, gang, that right there was most definitely a spit in the face, man, to a certain degree, to a certain level. Smash that like, if you believe those boys are guilty, that they most definitely got something to hide and been hiding something this whole time with the help of a judge, the state of Mississippi, maybe a medical examiner, maybe people on Horn Island. Some of y'all even think maybe Katie. Then you feel like, yeah, they wrong for that, bro. What is that about? Y'all making money. Y'all done put up a give, send, go. And I keep refreshing the give, send, go too, gang. I keep refreshing that joint. They getting some paper, man. They getting some paper. Oh, yeah, they getting some paper over there, gang. They getting some paper over there, man. They making some money, man. The boys have created a give, send, go. Nolen Wells alleged supposed to be friends. You know, the white boys. A lot of people feel like, hey, man, they had something to do with this. They have created their own give, send, go for 100 bands, and they almost there, goddamn. I'm talking about this is like night 2 or night 3, and they almost there. I think this is like night 2. They like 15,000 away. They right there at the mark already. That fast, man. That fast. We got other news to break down too, gang. I got a few other stories I want to jump into. First, gang, we've been covering Nolen Wells. It's other stories I got to touch on real quick. Salute to everybody in the building. Y'all put some gas in there too. Like I said, man, put that K2 up, whatever y'all got, that Reggie Miller, that, the type of stuff y'all smoke. Yeah, Reggie Miller, K2, CBD, corn. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. Put that in the air. Dirt. Put that in the air, man. Do your thing. Do what you got to do to get comfortable, gang. Yeah, do whatever you got. I'm on the Zy. I got Zy packs over here. I'm good. So I don't, yeah, mine come from the motherlands. You know what I mean? Yeah. I got to connect in Africa. I got to connect in Africa. He been sending me that shit straight from the motherlands, y'all. This shit ain't been touched. They ain't got them same chemicals in it, the shit y'all got. My shit, I got a new connect, a new plug, and he's straight from the motherlands, gang. Straight from the motherlands. Like, go stop capping. All right, whatever, fam. The pack came from Africa, nigga. Smash, all right, whatever, fam. I knew it. I knew y'all was gonna start calling me Cap. I knew it, fam. I knew it. Whatever. I'm not listening to y'all, yeah. I don't have to prove nothing to y'all, yeah. I don't gotta prove nothing. Somebody said nigga smoking that Ebola pack over there. All right. Enough, gang. Enough. All right. I can't tell y'all shit, man. Damn, bro. I can't share nothing with y'all, man. Smash that like button, man. Yeah, man. All right. Anyway, gang. I don't care if y'all believe me or not, gang. Anyway, moving right along. We here to break down the Nolen Wells situation, gang. All right, but before we go there, gang, man, salute to everybody in the building rock with me, gang. I see y'all in my chat, man. Salute to everybody rocking with me, gang. Salute, man. Y'all keep putting them hundreds in the chats, them chilies, whatever these things are. Y'all put in the chat, them colorful things, them silver stars, and somebody put, what's it called? Happy poop. What is a happy poop, Sco Admire? Because I can't see the chat the way y'all see it. When the little deals are going by and stuff, I can see it on my phone, but I can't see it on here. Smash that like button. Y'all keep doing y'all thing, man. The chat, man. Keep doing y'all thing, man. Let's get into a few stories first. Before we get into the Nolen Wells situation, gang. Before we get into the Nolen Wells situation, man, it's a few more things I want to break down with y'all, man. Some shit y'all be like, what the hell is going on, man? Is it okay if we go to Detroit real quick, man? Because Detroit, man. Detroit. Shout out my people from Detroit, from Michigan, from everybody in here, gang. You did, yeah. Wherever, if you from Michigan, man, throw it up right now, gang. Yeah, if you from Michigan, man, I don't care where you from in Michigan, throw it up right now, gang. It says Detroit police commissioner defends his decision to not intervene into a street brawl because he believes you don't have to get the police involved all the time. So this Detroit police commissioner sat back and watched a nigga beat the hell out of another nigga. Didn't say nothing. I mean, actually was rooting it on, throwing blows. Get him, I mean, get you. You would have thought he was watching a boxing match. You would have thought this nigga was front row at the Mayweather fight. That nigga throwing, get him, jab. Oh, yeah, people could not believe that was a police officer standing there watching a street brawl. But he said the dude who got beat up deserved it. So he said, hey, he deserved an ass whooping, man. I ain't never seen a nigga deserve an ass whooping like that nigga did. So shit, I was just a spectator. I'm just a fan of sport. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody. The bit of y'all. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. The like button is the thumbs up button, gang. Put some color in my chat. Hit the $ down at the bottom, gang. Put some color in the chat, man. Donate to the platform. Hit the cash app that's going by at the bottom of the screen down there. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Let's check in with, y'all know I'm scared of Detroit. Shout out my Detroit niggas, but y'all know I don't fuck around, man. I don't want no smoke with Detroit. Smash that like button, gang. Let's get into this.
What comes behind it? He got a hard lesson, and I was not about to stop it.
Detroit Police Commissioner Darius Morris is making no apologies for what he did or did not do when he found himself in the midst of a violent brawl happening Tuesday in the city.
You don't have to get the police involved all the time. This is a situation where it was mutual combat.
It started, Morris said, when two women began to fight. Morris and others were in the crowd watching. Morris was not seen throwing any punches, but says at some point he observed a man strike a woman.
Someone decided to intervene, pushed him off of her. Once he pushed him off of her, the man got up, went to retaliate against him, swung on him twice. He ducked the punch and was able to pick him up and put him on his back.
And with the person who Morris says was the aggressor on his back,
him in the black
another
shirt.
man is seen repeatedly punching him while he's on the ground.
That's him in the black shirt.
That's Morris wearing the black T-shirt and a Detroit police hat.
He even stepped over the nigga. He got a Detroit police hat on. He got the black tee on. Never trust a nigga in a black tee, man. Never trust a nigga rock a black tee all the time, gang. You know what I mean? Yeah, they like, Skull, that's you. Smash it like, but gang, he watching the dude get beat the hell up, and he's sitting there. Look how he cheering it on, gang. He's really cheering this thing on for real.
With a gold badge on the front.
When he was punching him, you were kind of swinging into the air, as if you were almost like egging him on.
I was just saying, watch the face shots, though. Watch the face shots, though.
Okay. He's at an.
Oh, shit. They was jumping that nigga. Who just seen that? They was jumping him, fam. He stepped all over the dude, was on top of the dude, kind of gave do a little kick. Nah, y'all jumped him, fam. That was your partner out there boxing, bro. Y'all jumped him. On top of that, it don't make sense. If you said a man attacked a woman, two women were fighting, and a man jumped in, that was the perfect time for you to intervene, take out your badge, flash a weapon when you see the woman being attacked. Instead, he allowed his partner, somebody else to handle it. That was your time to intervene. You are a police officer. Once that woman was attacked by that man, or even when you seen the two women fighting, why didn't you break up the women fighting? Nigga, you came to watch a fight. That's what it was. You seen two chicks boxing, and you stood there and watched. Then you watched the man jump in. Oh, shit. Oh, he get to beating the woman up. You don't say nothing. Here your partner come jumping in. Oh, yeah, you get him, my nigga. Man. Yeah, this brother here, man. You know what I mean? I'm not mad at this brother. I'm not mad at him. But, brother, your job just might be on the goddamn line.
Appropriate thing for a police commissioner to say in a fight.
Watch the face shots? Well, because if you hit him the wrong way or hit him in the head or anything, something else could happen.
Well, one man is on the ground, another is seen kicking him in the face. At that point, Morris can be seen pushing the man back.
Did you have a duty to intervene when he was being punched on the ground?
I did intervene when he's had enough. When I told him he had enough, and it's no longer. I'm not in the midst of the swings going.
How did you decide he'd had enough, though? After a couple of punches, how did you decide that?
Because I am a mixed martial arts fighter, and so I'm observing body language.
Commissioner Morris never called Detroit police, he said, because he believed someone else in the crowd already did. Well, he says he believed he had witnessed domestic violence that night. He did not stay for police to arrive to provide a statement.
I'm not going to put myself in harm's way. I'm not going to do the police job. I'm not going to give nobody a reason to think that I'm picking a side in the fight.
It kind of seemed like you were, though, when you were swinging in the air as he was getting punched in the face.
I was doing. If you notice, my body language is that of a referee, a mixed martial arts referee. He got what comes behind it. He got a hard lesson, and I was not about to stop it.
Detroit Police Commissioner Darius Morris is making no apologies for what he did or did not do when he found himself in the midst of a violent brawl happening Tuesday in the city.
You don't have to get the police involved all the time. This is a situation where it was mutual combat.
It started, Morris said, when two women began to fight. Morris and others were in the crowd.
All right, man. That's enough, man. Enough. I've seen enough, man. Yeah, man. That nigga there. Look, it's niggas like him that be behind all kind of bullshit in the city. It's the dope dealers be hitting them off with a little something to look the other way and shit like that. He the nigga be pulling the prostitutes over every night and shit. Girl, get in the car. You know what time it is. I'm not taking you to jail, but you know what we finna do. You gotta watch that nigga there, man. Yeah, smash that like button, man. Salute to that brother. You gotta watch that nigga, man. That nigga a fool, man. For him to watch that fight like that, bro. Even the dude got kicked in the face. The dude on the grade, been jumped. The dude fucked up. He probably leaking that blood. And this nigga sitting there, this nigga get him, nigga, uppercut, jab, hit the hook. Come on, fam. Your job might just be on the line, man. Salute the taker and the been a taker. What's good, fam? Salute to everybody, gang. Smash that like button, man. Mouthpiece, what's good, my boy? Shout out to Dario Bird. Salute to Big Damu, Kill Switch. I see you, fam. Salute to everybody. Get this shit off my screen, man. That is crazy, fam. That is crazy, man. I know y'all heard about this too, gang. Gotta go here real quick, gang. I know y'all heard about this, man. You know what? I think I ate some In-N-Out burger not too long ago, gang. I know where I'm going with this shit, man. You've been watching the news. You know where I'm going with this, man. I just had some In-N-Out burgers the other day. You know what I mean? I can't stand In-N-Out burger. The burgers are good. The burgers are good, man. The onions are too damn big. They put on the burger and them damn trash ass fries. That's why you did. That's why I won't get shot at In-N-Out burger, because I'm not going there, man. I go once, maybe every 6 months, because I don't fuck with them trash ass fries. I don't care about them being animal style, none of that. I can't, man, put some tater tots, some onion rings, something on that damn menu In-N-Out burger, or I would not be coming back. They say it was a shooting at In-N-Out burger, man. Yeah, they say it was a shooting at In-N-Out burger, man, and it left a couple of people. You know what I mean? I think maybe what, 3 people died in this shooting. They say a random man just showed up to In-N-Out burger and just started busting on everybody, man. It just pulled up and just got the bust and smashed the light. And I wanted to show the video. You know, it's the video of him shooting into the cars and shit like that. They say he came to In-N-Out burger, y'all, with an assault rifle and just got busy. Whoever just got busy. He wasn't looking for a certain nobody. As of right now, they don't even know what the motive is. It seemed like he just pulled up and just got busy. That was in Idaho. That was in goddamn Idaho, man. I'm gonna say it's by Idaho. Idaho is a weird place. I went through Idaho one time, we was going to a show somewhere back in the day. It's like 06, 07, 08 type shit. And I went to Idaho, and that was the first time I seen an all-white McDonald's staff. I couldn't believe it. In Texas, Mexicans work at the McDonald's. Might be a few niggas, a few white people every blue moon, but Mexicans hold down the McDonald's, the Popeyes, everything out here. I went to Idaho. I seen an all-white McDonald's staff. It fucked me up. I was like, what? Everybody was white who worked behind the counter. Like, what? But back to the news, gang. Back to the news, man. This In-N-Out guy, this guy pulled up the In-N-Out burger, and I wanted to show y'all the full video, but I couldn't, gang, because I know for a fact they're gonna strike me on YouTube. They're gonna demonetize my channel. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get better at this. But this is what happened, gang.
About this weekend's deadly mass shooting at an In-N-Out
burger in Twin gang. Falls, Rest in peace to everybody involved.
3 people were killed in the attack, and 7 others were wounded. And the gunman, he died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. CBS's Lindsay Reiser is following the investigation and has the very latest tonight. Lindsay.
Jerika, the police chief of Twin Falls called it the most chaotic scene that most of their first responders will ever experience. And that Good Samaritans who jumped into action prevented it from being even worse.
They running.
Terror in Twin Falls.
Damn.
Police say a shooter sprayed bullets at this In-N-Out burger in a crowded shopping center 2 hours southeast of Boise.
So far, all we have is a male, 20 to 30 years of age, wearing blue shirt, glasses, tan pants.
Police have identified the gunman as 24-year-old Chad Williams. A city spokesperson said Williams also fired shots inside the restaurant that opened just 1 week ago.
What happened? What's happening?
What's happening? Y'all better get y'all ass the hell out of here. That's what's happening. White people always, what's going on, nigga? Get the fuck out. Run to the graveyard. That's that type of shit right there. Hide behind the graveyard. Run into the shed. No, man. Get the hell out of here, man. What's happening? We not asking shit, man. I just heard gunfire ripping. Niggas already know. Either get away or get low. Niggas already know. You're gunfire, either you leave or you get low. Either you running or you low. You underneath the nigga. I done rolled underneath the goddamn car before, nigga. I done heard some gunshots before, gang, and got underneath a car before. That's how close that shit was, nigga. And you don't know who busted and what it's about. Nigga, I done been underneath the car, nigga. Is everything kosher? They asking, what's going on? Now, salute to them, gang. But at this point in time, I think maybe 3 people are dead, 7 people are shot. They said the man started shooting actually inside the In-N-Out Burger. Then he took his own damn life. Oh, man. The devil is real, gang. Y'all be safe out there, man. The devil is real, man.
Shoot. Go. Just go. Go.
In one eyewitness video, a person carrying what appeared to be a firearm could be seen outside the restaurant, opening the door and trunk of a parked sedan. In another, it appears a man shoots at the suspect before ducking from return fire.
We can confirm that there was enough.
Somebody tried to be a hero. Look at this dude. Somebody tried to be a hero.
We can confirm that there was enough.
Yeah, even he had to get low.
We can.
Yeah, even so, somebody tried to save the day. A bystander grabbed his firearm and started. You know what I mean? But even he had to get low. You know what I mean? They got them. I think old boy's in the trunk over there, and he got ammunition. He got ammo. He over there probably reloading. He probably got a hold in the clip with him. He getting that thing ready over there. He come outside with his little piece of shit. Freeze! Man, he wasn't trying to hear it, bro. I'm finna take my own life. That little piece of shit handgun you got don't mean nothing, fam. I'm finna turn this motherfucker on myself any minute now. Yeah, he made his ass get low. Get your ass out the way, hero. Get your ass, get in the bushes. Damn, man. Think about just going here with your family. Y'all think about just waking up, man, with your grandkids or your children or your loved ones and just say, let's do some In-N-Out Burger, man. Y'all just chilling, beautiful day outside, enjoying some food, and this shit just come out of nowhere. You Man, you can't go nowhere, gang. You did. Salute to the house gang, man. To the people that never go nowhere, man. Shout out to the living room gang, man. Smash that like button. Salute to the living room gang.
Before ducking from return fire.
We can confirm that there was enough. The state trooper and a citizen who actively engaged the suspect by returning gunfire towards him. We want to take a moment and commend the actions of the off-duty officer and the citizen and their heroic action to stop this incident. We believe their actions helped drive the suspect away from the scene, preventing further casualties.
Police say 3 people were killed and the gunman took his own life. In-N-Out President Lindsay Snyder posted today that one of their employees was killed, writing, "My heart is broken. We lost one of our beautiful associates tonight. She was taking care of our most important asset, our customers, and her life was taken."
Damn.
Tonight,
Man.
7 others are injured, 2 in critical condition. The FBI is investigating, and they've set up a digital tip line for people to submit videos of the shooting.
Do y'all think that was some kind of terrorist attack, man? Drop a 1 in the chat. Y'all think that was some kind of terrorist attack? That this is probably some kind of hate group, or one of them radical groups, or some kind of cult. Who you think is somebody else behind this, or this was just some crazy ass white man who lost his damn mind? Because that shit happens too, gang. It's not always the FBI investigation. Sometimes there's no need for this big. He just lost his damn mind. He been going crazy. His whole family say he been doing weird shit, man. They caught him outside the other day, man, sitting in the backyard, butt naked, just smoking a square, man, just talking to himself, man. Something was cooking. Never know what's going on in somebody's mind or heart, man. You know what I mean? You never know what's going on in somebody's spiritual warfare. There we go, man. Yeah, you just never know what's going on in somebody's head. That's why you can't judge nobody, gang. I don't give a fuck they rich. I don't give a fuck how good they look, or how much money they got, or how successful you think they are. You never know what's going on in somebody's goddamn head, man. You never know, man. People be looking normal as shit, man. Be literally just trying to hold it together. I mean, just a few screws loose, man. Because I know I know there's a few of y'all in this chat right now. It's a few screws loose, man. 1 minute y'all cool, the next minute I'm like, damn, what's wrong with you? Damn, what the fuck? What was that? God damn. Yeah. Some of y'all, sometimes y'all be cool in here, then sometimes y'all be acting a damn fool in here, man. Yeah. Sometimes y'all cool in here, then sometimes y'all be acting a goddamn fool in here. Smash that like button. Salute to my whole chat, man. I know y'all crazy just like me. That's why y'all over here with me, gang. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody in the building. Let me see. Let me put this up, gang, because today was a good day. Like Ice Cube said. Like Cube said, today was a good day. Today was a good day, fam, because, man, somebody put them hands on Jake Lang, man. I think Jake Lang showed up somewhere in Michigan. I'm not for sure. Was this in Michigan? I think Jake Lang showed up somewhere today. I'm not for sure if it was Michigan or not, but he showed up somewhere today, and somebody, they really got on Jake Lang ass, man. When he came to Texas for the Carmelo Anthony trial, we didn't do nothing, man. You know what I mean? Somebody told on him, or got him to make a death threat against Carmelo Anthony. He got locked up. Then he goes to LA. LA ran down on him. I'm not gonna lie, LA ran down on the boy. Yeah, LA ran down, but not like these guys here, man. They did. Jake Lang pulled up with that bullshit again, and he got his ass whooped, gang. Smash that like button. Smash that like button, gang. Smash that like button. Hey, watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Damn! Damn! They on his ass in front of the police, in front of the laws. They beat him into a cop car. Damn! They beat him into a cop car. Damn! They beat him into a cop car, fam. Wow! Damn! Break it down some chill while you break in the move. Like the grand. Shut the people love. Damn! One more time, y'all. Watch Jake Lang, man. Look at old boy. Hey, look. Hold on. Look at old boy right here, man. He already knew what time it was. You did. Look at this cat right here, man. He already knew what to see. Everybody else be playing with Jake Lang. I don't even know where this brother came from. Whoever he is, we don't even know where he came from. Nigga look like he just got off work at Wendy's. The nigga, life is fucked up, and here go a good way to release some stress, man. Keep an eye on this motherfucker right here, gang. Damn. That boy there said, look, man, I'm sick of this motherfucker, man. Walked up on that boy and just got busy, man. Hey, look, Jake Lang, man. You know what I mean? Yes, hey, that's at least that's the Next time somebody go fuck around, you know what I mean? Pull that pistol on you, Jake Lang. You better stop playing, man. Yeah, Jake Lang out here playing around and shit, man. Going everywhere with this hate speech and we support this and we support that. Hey, support what you want to support, man. You come out there, saying the kind of shit he was saying, like especially what he said in Texas about Carmelo, and I'm gonna kill him, and he's gonna hang from a tree and all this. Like, bro, come on, man. Like, white boy, yeah, you begging for us to all watch it go down, man. You begging for this shit to happen live on TV, man. You know what I mean? You begging, yeah. You begging for your death to be televised, but it seemed like, bro, you know what I mean? You were most definitely, you know what I mean? You were most definitely begging for something, fam. I don't get it. We see a lot of different cats like this out here with the hate speech and running around this, that, and the other. You can believe in what you want to believe in, gang. Salute to you. Believe it. I'm not here to tell nobody. Y'all know how I am. I don't care what y'all believe in my chat. You know what I'm talking about? As long as you don't mess with kids and take ass and shit like that, believe in what you want to believe in. You dig? But at the end of the day, man, it's gonna be some consequences out there for dudes like Jake Lang, man. You know what I mean? There's going to be some consequences out there for cats like Charleston White. There's going to be some consequences for certain cats who they out here really just, clout chasing with it, man. You know what I mean? They act like they stand on business and it means so much to them. But we get it. It's a clout move. It's a money move. It's, you know what I mean? You're looking for attention, and we ain't no damn fools. None of this shit is that important to y'all. But making money is. So we get it, man. Salute to everybody there. Yeah, it's some cats that just don't give a damn, fam. They want you to believe somebody trying to take their life and they on the run and people's looking for me. And they're like the new way of content, man. It's like pissing people off and seeing who will attack you on some Chud the Builder shit. You know what I mean? We've been seeing Charleston White do it. He's the creator of it. You know what I mean? But now that's content that a lot of people are doing, gang, is I'm going to go out here and do some shit. I'm going to see who all will try to attack me or fight me or chase me or who going to be trying to get me. And I guess that's good content. I guess that's good. Maybe I should go out here and start some shit with somebody. Just go out here and just start harassing a gang. Just find a gang in Dallas, some young niggas, and just start harassing them niggas day and night. I know what y'all did last summer and shit like that, right? Man, you got me fucked up. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody been a gang. Let's get around to this Nolen Wells news, gang. Yeah. Shout out to Jake Lang, man. Salute to you, man. Salute to Jake Lang. Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm glad that happened to you, man. Yeah, I'm happy that happened, man. Salute to Jake Lang, man. Smash that like button, gang. Yeah. Yeah, anything for clout, man. Let me see. I'm gonna go here next, man. Let me check in with Uncle with OG, man. With Uncle Willie D, man. Let me check in with OG, man. I want to go here. Let's speak about Nolen Wells. There's been a lot going on in Nolen Wells case, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's been a lot going on with the Nolen Wells situation online, man. And Christine Wansley, Elmore Wansley, Nolen Wells' parents, man, they getting a lot of backlash and a lot of, a lot of, like hate mail and this and that, even though nobody's been arrested for it. I heard a second person has been arrested for harassing somebody. I want to say, I'm not sure. Did somebody send me that? If you ain't sent me that, put that in my inbox on Instagram, man. Wasn't there like a second person arrested for harassing somebody in the Nolen Wells case? I'm not for sure if that's true or not, or where I saw that at. But if that's real, put that in my inbox, gang. Drop that in my inbox. Let me see something. Go back. Let me refresh my page real quick. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody rocking with me. Well, this is what Nolen Wells' mom said online, man. Nolen Wells' mom said, if advocating for our deceased child to have a fair, honest, and transparent investigation while asking local authorities to treat his case as if it was their own makes you feel some type of way, then please unfriend me and block me, because this is my social media page. We are not asking for special treatment. We just want the truth. His father and I will not stop searching for the truth. Nolen Wells, Nolen Wells, Nolen Wells, justice for Nolen. So his mom is saying, I don't give a damn how much shit y'all talk about us. I don't care. You know what I mean? What people are saying about us online. I don't care about how many people think we on a money grab. If y'all don't like Ben Crump, if y'all don't like Al Sharpton, you feel me? I don't care how y'all feel about the investigation, as far as what Officer Tatum is saying versus what Ben Crump is saying. Officer Tatum is saying, if the family is cooperating, they want to work with with Nolen Wells' parents. They want to work with, with the authorities, and they're trying to really help this investigation. Y'all are kind of staying back. Y'all don't want to tell people that behind closed doors, y'all not talking to them, because if y'all talk to them, then y'all won't be able to blame them no more. They're gonna be able to convince y'all or give y'all all the information and evidence y'all need to clear their name. So y'all don't want to do that, because y'all want to keep this shit going online. That's why y'all won't sit down and speak with the judge and your own son friends. That's why y'all doing that. Well, she's saying she don't give a damn what nobody say no more, man. She don't care. If y'all don't, she wants a fair investigation for her son, and she's gonna make sure that happens. They don't trust the state of Mississippi. They don't trust the boys and their families, I'm guessing. So they saying this is how they moving, man. She said, if advocating for our deceased child to have a fair, honest, and transparent investigation while asking local authorities to treat his case as if it was their own makes you feel some type of way, please unfriend me, goddammit. Stop watching my page. Block me. I don't want to hear this shit. Shout out to Christine Wansley, man. Like I said, no matter what, she's a goddamn victim, man. Her son is a victim, and she lost her child, man, her and the dad. So I'm not here to bash them. Of course, everybody got questions about this, about that. And, things look kind of shaky right now when it comes to this investigation, as far as will somebody be locked up. But meanwhile, while we still trying to find out about a lot of this evidence, we're waiting on the phone evidence to come out, or we're waiting on the goddamn autopsy, because we still don't know how the boy died. So that's why everybody's still on pins and needles. Everybody's waiting to hear the phone evidence. We're waiting on Ben Crump maybe next week sometime to come out and say, this is what we found inside the phone. Was the phone opened up? Did anybody delete anything out the phone? What was going on with Nolen Wells' phone? Did his friends try to open his phone up, delete his Snapchat, his photos? That's what I'm really waiting on from Ben Crump, man. I'm waiting on Ben Crump to announce the phone evidence. Now, smash that like button, gang. Smash that like button. I want to go here I want to go. Let me see. I want to go here real quick, because while all this is going on, man, shit gets even crazier yesterday when this happened, gang. When everybody blew me up and said, Sco, I know you saw this right here, man. I know you saw this right here, man. And yes, it's true. Staying with Nolen Wells' targeted friends. And if y'all look, they have raised $85,000 out of $100,000, gang. This is Warren Hudson. This is the friends. This is that friend group that was on the boat with Nolen Wells. They are asking for $100,000. And as of right now, at this very minute, they almost at 86,000. And it's been up since yesterday, man. Yeah, it's been up since yesterday, man. Give, send, go. It's been up since yesterday, man. Yeah. I mean, people are saying, what do they want the money for? I don't know. I have no idea why the friends now have started a give, send, go. And like I said, they asking for $100,000. I think these people already got money, man. They already got paper, but they're asking for $100,000, and you can see they already at 85,000. So that shows you right there. They got some supporters out there, man. It's some people out there holding them down, man. It's a lot of people. It's a whole group of people out here, y'all. Whole world of people that feel like these boys are innocent. They didn't do anything. These boys have been falsely accused of doing something to their own friend, and there's no evidence whatsoever showing that these boys physically did anything to Nolen Wells whatsoever. That's how some people think. A lot of people feel that way. You know, now we hear the CTO call, and we feel like, well, can y'all explain that? It sounds like it's some shit going on in that call for real. Can y'all explain Katie saying that he was going to get back on the boat with y'all? You know, that's the last place she's seen him is, you know, I guess headed in that direction towards y'all. Can y'all explain leaving with his cell phone? Can y'all? It's a lot of things people just won't explain. So it's just shit that don't make sense that make you say, nah, this is a goddamn cover up, man. Something ain't right about this, man. The way the Mississippi police handled it, I think the way the way the Ocean Springs police handled it, they came out, you know, immediately. Sheriff Ledbetter said no foul play whatsoever. The damn autopsy hadn't even came out. Toxicology report, it was like they just found him. And they were screaming no foul play. So I think Nolen Wells' parents, I ain't gonna say think, we know that Nolen Wells' parents felt like, nah, man, from the start, it's some bullshit in the game, man. Y'all start this thing off by screaming no foul play. Not to mention the night when Warren called, you know, Christine Walmsley, I think that she felt like something was off that night. I'm not gonna lie to you, because we heard about Javon's mom, you know, and Warren even said it, and even Javon's mom said it. Nolen Wells' homie Javon, his mom is the one who went and retrieved the phone. And, you know, even she said when she got there, man, it was, you know what I mean? Like something wasn't right. She wasn't feeling the energy. She told them to go get the phone. It took them forever to bring the damn phone back. This is before Ben Crump was involved. She said it took them forever to bring the phone back. She even asked them, damn, what did you motherfuckers do? Walk to Horn Island to go get the motherfucker? So it was already like, you know, weird energy between the friends and the mom from Jump Street, y'all. Make sure I acknowledge that. A lot of people are saying, well, Ben Crump got involved in this case, and he's the one who made it this way. I disagree with that. I think they called Ben Crump, or maybe Ben Crump called them. I'm not for sure how it went down. Whether he called them, they called him. But either way, when they spoke with Ben Crump too felt like, oh yeah, let me go ahead and step in this. Something ain't right. A lot of people feel like something is not right about the story with these boys. But like I said, there still is no physical evidence saying they did anything. They haven't checked the boat. They ain't came back and told us that the boat, you know, they found blood on the boat, or, you know, they got some kind of video of Nolen on the boat after 4:30, or, you know what I mean? We still trying to find out and see, you know, we got to put Nolen on that boat at 4:30. You know what I mean? In order to say they did something to him, you got to say, well, when they left, he got on that boat. And as of right now, we don't have not one witness to say, yeah, we seen him. He got on the boat. Yeah, Nolen Wells got on the boat with the boy. We watched him. We seen him. We seen Katie, or we heard that Katie said the last thing he said was he was getting on the boat with his friends. But Katie never said, from what we know, from what we know as of right now, Katie never said, well, I watched him get on the boat. He got on the boat. They started to ride off. The boat was taking water. They were panicking, but Nolen was on that boat. Even if he was just beside the boat, holding on to the boat, Nolen was by the boat. He was over there. He was right by the boat. We haven't had one person put him on the boat physically yet. We need a witness to come out and say, we saw Nolen Wells on that boat. He got on the boat. Not one person has said that yet. Meanwhile, you know, Bart attorney, you know, the boy Bart, who y'all saying, some people feel like Bart did this. Some people feel like Bart is involved. Damn it, Bart. You know, some people feel like goddamn Bart got something to do with it, man. And, you know, people feel like, man, nah, man, something ain't right, man. You feel me? Something is not right about this whole situation, man. You feel me? Like something ain't. We heard the CTO call. You know what I mean? We know Bart was around. We know there's a couple of people around. We know Nolen was messing with a girl who some people to this day are still saying that was Bart's girl, Katie. I don't think there's any proof that Bart and Katie really messed around. I don't know. A photo came out that was not Bart with Katie. So it's a lot of things that's going on online that we still trying to put this shit together, man. Let me see. Rail Camel said July 5th early morning. Why did no friends go out and look for their brother? Actually they did, fam. I think they did that. But that's what Warren say. Warren say that his dad, remember Warren said his dad came and woke him up that morning. That early that morning, his dad came and got him, or somebody. And he claimed them and the friends rode around the boat. Even Trayston said that they're claiming that they did go out and look for him. Rupert, shout out to my dog Rupert, man. Rupert, they claimed that they went out looking for Nolen Wells. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Yeah, they're claiming that they did go out looking for Nolen Wells. So I mean, it's just a lot. It's a lot to take in, man. It's a lot to take in, man. Yeah, somebody said they didn't look very good, goddammit, because he washed up right on the south tip of Horn Island where you boys was at. You know, part of that little boat mission y'all was on. Y'all for sure was on the west tip. You feel me? Y'all was on the west tip of Horn Island for sure. And what do you know? That's where his body ended up washing up at. Now, some people are saying that maybe he tried to swim after the boat and I mean, he was trying to go with them and they didn't see him. He got lost in the current or he hit that dip. I don't know, gang. Then you got cats like Compton Bomb who's saying, nah, bro, he never got back on the boat. Keep your eyes on Shady Katie. Compton Bomb is still saying he believes those boys are innocent. He believes that, no, they did not get back on the boat. Somebody most definitely did something to Nolen Wells, but it wasn't the boys. No. He stayed back with that broad. He stayed with that girl. That girl can tell you what happened before them boys can. Keep your eyes on shady ass Katie, man. She knows more than what she's letting on. Then she go put the photos out showing where she was at. Nolan's not around me. 6 o'clock, 5:30, 5:45. Compton Bombs, that's just the alibi, fam. Y'all missing the whole point. The investigation is not on the boats. You have to stay on Horn Island after the boats leave to understand what happened. Smash that like button, man. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Yeah, I'm rocking with everybody in here, gang. It is. I rock with everybody in here, man. Trust me, y'all been cooking, man. Shout out to Compton Bond, Rupert. Y'all been cooking. Bang, like y'all been cooking, man. King Mike, y'all been cooking. Shout out to everybody that come up, that form their own opinion about this thing and is looking at it, for how you see it. But how do y'all feel about this, gang? How do y'all feel about the give, see, and go, man? The give, see, and go. Some people might feel like it's hey, man, everybody else making money off Nolen Wells. They might well get some too. Put a 1 in the chat if you think this is the right thing to do. Drop a 2 if this is wrong. We're talking about the boys and they give, see, and go. They have raised $85,000 out of $100,000. Drop a 1 in the chat if you think that, yeah, this is the right thing to do. This is they being accused of some shit they didn't even do. Drop a 2 in the chat if you think, nah, this is mocking the family. This is some bullshit. This is full. They on their bullshit for real. Now they just showing their ass. Now they showing off. They know that the state of Mississippi got their back. You know what I mean? They know for a fact mom is a judge. This shit will be cleaned up and swept under a rug. And now they just showing out. Talk to me, chat. Salute to everybody. Talk to me, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, y'all. Salute, gang. So y'all, I think I see a few ones in here, but most people in my chat tonight say they disagree with the gift thing, though. They say that ain't right, man. This is mocking the family, man. And they almost at $100,000. Yeah, they almost there, gang. They almost there, man. King Darius said, that's lawyer money, my nigga. No, I don't think so, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I mean, it might be because you do see it's going to a law firm. I do believe the money is going to a law firm. It says fundraisers fund will be received by Taylor and Cox law firm. So yeah, I don't. Yeah, I mean, I think that's just their way of letting motherfuckers know we got them attorneys on our team, nigga. We got them attorneys in the bag already. I think they've been having lawyers on, you know what I mean, on the team or you know what I mean. Their mom's a judge. I mean, they don't even really need a fucking lawyer. That money is to pay. That money is to pay people to shut up, not out of their pocket. Perfect way. Okay, Rupert is saying it's their way of paying people off. They ain't got to go into their bank account. Mom and dad ain't got to go into the account. They gonna start a go, see, and go. What's it called? Give, send, and go, and all that money. You know what I mean? They gonna pay off the money. But they gonna give people to shut the fuck up. You don't know shit. If you was on Horn Island, come get 2,500. If you was on Horn Island, nigga, holler at me. Come see me. I got 2,500 for you. Don't you say shit. You ain't seen nothing. All right, smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody rock with, man. Shout out to Rupert, man. Rupert, you a wild nigga, man. Salute to Rupert, man. You a wild boy, man. But a lot of y'all in here do not agree with the give, see, and go that, Nolen Wells, ex-friends have started. And y'all think this is a mockery. This is just them spitting in the family's face once again. Now the family has I think Nolen Wells' family is at like maybe close to like 800,000. Theirs has slowed down a lot. I know it was moving at one point in time, but Nolen Wells' family, the GoFundMe they put up, that motherfucker most definitely done slowed down, man. I know a lot of people have donated already, and a lot of people have given what they can give. But I noticed at one point in time it was moving. Now it's kind of moving a little slow, but yet it's still moving. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody to the game. Now, it's been a lot of things, man, in the Nolen Wells case, man. Online, people are always coming up with new things and new clues and, new conspiracies and new this and new that. They hearing shit. They this and people online have been really cooking with this case, man. And that's no different than right here, man. People are saying that they hear something in this video right here, man. They saying, if you listen to this video, you can actually hear somebody saying something about some beef over a girl. And they saying this is around, I want to say maybe like 2 o'clock on Horn Island. They saying, listen to this video. You also hear some shit in the background. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody building, gang. Listen closely. And in the video, you hear somebody saying something about this is all over a fucking girl. I hear the word girl real good too. They say in this video, somebody's saying something about all this bullshit. This is something, all this fucking shit is all over a fucking girl. Tell me, do y'all hear that, man? Put your turn your TV all the way up, turn your phone all the way up, put your earbuds in, your headphones on, whatever you gotta do to hear this more clear, gang. Tell me, do y'all hear somebody arguing like it's over a girl or saying the fight is over something behind a girl? That's that original video. I do hear something kind of different back there. First, I hear like an argument, some shit like that, but they saying that, yeah, you can hear somebody back there arguing. They got something to do. They saying something about a girl. Like, you know what I mean? There's something over a fucking girl. Hey, I heard you. Who all heard that? Yeah, I heard it. I heard it. Listen close. Oh yeah, I did hear that shit. Somebody was arguing over a fucking girl. It was something about a fucking girl. Man, do not come here saying shit to me over a fucking girl. That's what I heard. Who heard that? Do not come over here saying shit to me about a fucking girl. Something about over a fucking girl. I heard something about a girl. I mean, I hear somebody beefing arguing over a girl. Now, I don't know if people are gonna say that's Tracing again. Tracing gonna say that was me. Y'all already know Tracing come out and say that was me. Remember, I told y'all I was arguing with my girl and some dude walked up and was trying to check me over how I was talking to my own bitch, man. He said I threw her cooler. He said, you know what I mean? He said she had a brand new water cooler. And I took the top off her cooler and I dropped it into the water. And she was mad at me because I dropped the top to her cooler in the water. She was going off on me. We got into a little argument, a little dispute. She was telling me how I was going to get her another one, this and that. I tell the bitch, I check her, and here comes some dude. So, I mean, I guess they going to say that's Trace to come out and say that was him for sure. Yeah, Trace to say nigga, that was me, fam. Yeah, Trace, and it might be Trace, who knows? Till this day, no one had tried to get at least the time of why it's called the Grandpa Jerry or time and recording of Grandpa Cito Captain. I'm guessing that time is gonna be around the same time as the Cito call that the boys put in around 4:30 or whatever. Because when the Cito operator calls the guy, it sounds like he just got off the phone with Grandpa. So I think it's gonna be around the same time. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody. Bitch, shout out to my guy Rupert, man. Salute to Rupert. Rupert tied in, man. Rupert tied in, yeah. Rupert tied in. But y'all can hear the same thing. I think we all hear on this, man. A lot of people think, people got their own. Everybody is saying, that, for sure something happened to Nolen Wells. Just which one of the boys did it to him? Who is he into it with? Some people are saying, man, that was him and Bart, man. They got into it over Katie. Who believes in this chat that, yeah, man, Nolen Wells' throat was missing in an autopsy that, when Ben Crump got the body, when Colin Kaepernick and Ben Crump had the body transferred to D.C., his throat was missing because somebody choked him out. Somebody wrapped something around his neck. Somebody did something to him. We believe he was killed by his throat. Who believes that, yeah, Bart or one of the boys on the boat, Wyatt, Warren, somebody was upset with Nolen Wells and they killed his ass. They choked him out right on that damn boat. That's why they took his throat. Smash that like button, man. Salute to everybody in the building because this guy right here, damn sure thinks so. This dude right here said he know exactly what the fuck happened, man. Smash that like button, gang.
Nolen Wells' case, Bart did it. Now, this is allegedly, but I believe that Bart did it. I believe that Bart had some type of relationship with Katie. Katie was obviously with Nolen. Bart had a jealous rage, seeing a young black male with a white female. We know in states like Mississippi, I see it all the time in my community, where white guys get jealous to see black guys with white girls. I've seen it a million times, and people who deny this are flat out lying. I believe what happened was that Bart put Nolen in a chokehold and he didn't realize his own strength, and Nolen did not wake up. Hence the reason why we hear in the background of the CETO call, we hear, "Damn it, Bart, Nolen, wake the fuck up. Is he dead?" All this is allegedly now. Well, if he just accidentally killed him, then why wouldn't they bring him to the police? Because Bart has so much to lose. He was the star football player on his way to the NFL. A manslaughter charge, whether it's involuntary or voluntary or a negligent homicide, is not going to look well on his resume and would obviously disqualify him from his NFL career. Because of his football stardom, and apparently he has a family with the same pedigree, he has clout around town enough to get people to remain silent, enough to help construct an alibi, and also put the fear of God in these kids. Tell them that you're also going to be implicated in this, and we're all going to go down. We're all going to be arrested. Also, why they tried to place Bart not at the scene initially. Now, they went on a speaking tour. Warren did the most talking, and listening to him talk with Officer Tatum, he almost did too much talking and told on the crew. Warren says that when they got the boat back, that he went upstairs to talk to the father of one of the kids rather than hanging out with everybody downstairs. He says that they were talking about boats up there. Now, why would you even bring this up? Like, why would this even be a part of the story if it was such an innocuous thing that you were just going upstairs to randomly talk to a father about boats? The reality is because they weren't talking about boats. They were constructing an alibi and a cover story. And when they came downstairs, it was automatically like, oh, what happened to Nolen? Where is Nolen? Has anybody seen Nolen?
Oh, shit.
Let's call the Coast Guard. Why would they call CETO? Why would they call the Coast Guard? Because it creates a timeline. It creates like a paper trail of where they could have been anywhere but with Nolen. Also, why would you call the Coast Guard if you truly believe that Nolen just was behind with the girl Katie? Even if Katie had came back at that point, why wouldn't you think he's off with some other girl or doing something else? Why would you think something nefarious happened? Why? Because you had his phone and you knew that something nefarious happened. Again, this is allegedly. Let's smoke them out. What doesn't come out in the wash always comes out in the rinse.
Man, say, bro, hey, I'm not gonna lie. He was cooking like a motherfucker, right? He was cooking. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. That was some cooking right there, man. He cooked. The reason he cooked is because he said, man, remember, they spoke on a pool party. The pool party photos came out, and they were like, no, that happened June 27th. They said, but on 4th of July, after we left Horn Island, you know, and we left Nolen behind, Nolen didn't come with us, man. They saying that they went to a couple of parties. They saying Warren said one of the parties he went to was a pool party. It was a girl having a party or somebody having a party, and he said he never got in the water that day. He said on the June 27th, I got in the pool on that picture. Y'all see me in the pool with Nolen. That's my arm around Nolen. He said, but when we went on 4th of July, when we left Horn Island and went to the pool party, I never got in the pool. I went upstairs and I was talking to the girl's dad or some older gentleman about boats all day. He said that's not what they was talking about. He said that's when the play was put together. He said that's when they were trying to find out what do we do, fam. You know what I mean, that's when Grandpa probably done pulled up Wyatt's grandpa on one line. He talking to these OGs. He said they up there putting this whole play together, and that's when they said, okay, you know, give it a few hours and call his mom. You know what I mean? Just give it a few hours. Y'all made the CETO call. Grandpa made sure you know what I mean. You got that in order. Now this is time for y'all to make the call. In a couple of hours, go make the call to his mom. You know, which one of his friends has his mom number? You think that Javon, the black kid? Okay, call Javon, the black kid, get mom's number. You know what I mean? And, you know what I mean? Don't get it out the phone you opened because then they're going to know you were in his phone. So call Javon, get the number, and, yeah, you know what I mean? Start to play this thing off. I don't know. He brought up another point that I brought up too. I said, why would you think your homie was dead? Why would you call the Coast Guard? Why would you think your boy was in the water when the last time you seen him, he was with a little white bitch? It looked like he's gonna get some head, get some ass. We all adults in here, gang. You know, come on, we all grown. We know you was 18, what you was trying to do. And remember 18, you fucking like rabbits. Why would you call the Coast Guard? It's only 11 o'clock. Why would you call his mom? It's 11 o'clock on a Saturday, 4th of July. You know a nigga trying to get busy and you call the Coast Guard? You call my mama? Picture if I left my phone in your car, I'm going to fuck with a little bitch. I'm like, you know what? I'll call the phone later on, man. I get my phone in the morning time. Man, I just call my phone from her phone in a little bit. And they see your mama, you find out your mama and everybody looking for you. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, your homeboy James called me, said he couldn't find me. Man, oh, man, what you doing, fam? You seen me with the little broad, bro. What you talking about? It's 11 o'clock, nigga. That is a little weird. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. That's a little weird. Smash it like, but shout to the white people that's on their ass too. Thank you. I'm not for Sunset Night. Shout out to the white people that's on their ass too. I see what you're saying. You saying shout out to all the white folks that don't believe that bullshit either. Shout out to all the white people that's doing their due diligence with this case. You know what I mean? The Nancy Graces and this guy right here and the people that the white folks that's speaking now. I see what you're saying. Shout out to goddamn Sunset Night. She said, yeah, we don't give the white people that don't hate black people enough credit. We don't give them enough credit on this platform, man. It's a lot of white people that rock with black folks that don't believe the white bullshit, that don't fuck with this racist shit going on. They smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody in the building. Rock with me, fam. Salute, gang. But yeah, he was cooking for sure, man. He cooked. I'm not gonna lie, he cooked. Yeah, this dude cooked.
My take on the Nolen Wells case, Bart did it.
He could. That nigga said, man, I don't give a fuck what nobody said, nigga. Bart did that shit, man. Smash that like button. Let's get to some content. Let me see. Now, like I said, though, not everybody feels the same, gang. It is not everybody feels the same, though. Not everybody feels the same. I gotta show this clip right here, man. I gotta show this clip right here. Hold on, let me see. Let me pull this up real quick. Let me see. Hold on. Let me go over here. I gotta show this clip right here, man. Because not everybody feels the same. Oh, I just fucked up. My bad, gang. My bad. Let me get back over here to my stream, man. Let me take this down. Let me put this up, man. Not everybody feels the same, gang. Not everybody feels the same. Listen to this sister right here and how she feels about Nolen Wells' mom and how this whole investigation is going. Smash that like, but gang.
Didn't tell the truth. On that talk show, she didn't tell the truth. She said that she didn't know Nolen Wells' friends nor their parents, and that none of their parents reached out to her. And that's not true. There's a text message. I'm going to insert it in this video. Why would she lie about that? She said she didn't know the parents. She didn't know any of the parents. None of them reached out to her. So then you mean to tell me you were letting your son sleep at friends' houses that you didn't know the friends or the family or you didn't know any, you just letting your kid just sleep anywhere? And why did Nolen Wells' family hire a civil rights attorney when they found out what happened on Horn Island instead of a criminal defense attorney if they thought something shady happened? Like some type of crime was committed? Why didn't they just hire a criminal defense attorney? Why did they call Ben Crump? And why did Brandon Tatum, Officer Tatum, why did he have to go all the way to Mississippi to Horn Island and interview Nolen's friends to find out what actually happened when Ben Crump's team didn't even do that? Meanwhile, they offered between Ben Crump and Al Sharpton, they offered $100,000 reward for anyone who knows anything. Well, no one's come forward because no one knows anything, because we all know the same thing. It was an accidental drowning, and both autopsies said that. And if Ben Crump was so invested in finding out what happened to Nolen Wells, why didn't Ben Crump interview his friends?
Do y'all agree with that, gang? Do y'all agree with that? Do y'all agree with that, gang? How y'all feel about this sister? She's saying that, she's saying, hey, look, man, at the end of the day, man, why is Ben Crump, not following up on leads, man? Ben Crump had a chance to sit down and talk to these boys long before, goddamn Officer Tatum did. Why did Ben Crump not go investigate these boys and sit down with their mom, sit down with the boys, bring the families together, really get some real information? No matter what they say, it was going to lead to either a lie or the truth. If we was going to find out, yeah, they was right about that, or we was going to get some good evidence that they ass was lying. At least if we go sit down and talk to the boys, now we can find out what they're saying, because they're saying that they already talked to the police. We don't got no transcripts or no, we can't see what they said to the cops. So when we just go talk to them on the record ourselves, so now we can know what their version of the story is, what happened to Nolen. Do y'all think that mom should have did that? Talk to me in the chat, gang. Yes or no? Should mom, dad, and Ben Crump went and sat down with the boys just to hear their side of the story? Because if they lying, something ain't gonna add up. Remember, Warren said in the interview with Officer Tatum that we never touched his phone. We don't even know his passcode. We've never been in his phone. That's the type of shit that we kind of needed, because now that Ben Crump is doing that phone evidence, now that they're getting the data checked on the phone to see if anything was deleted, if the phone was open, closed, to see if anybody was messing with his phone after he allegedly came up missing, then that's going to be a problem. Now it's going to be some shit in the game. Now somebody got some goddamn explain to do. Do y'all think that, that Ben Crump should have stepped in and talked to the boys? Somebody said in my chat they lawyered up, Skull. Yeah, they lawyered up, but Ashley Cole, the mom of Judge, is saying, she's saying that she was reaching out to Ben Crump. They even got emails, I think that Brandon Tatum was showing, where they had been emailing Ben Crump over and over and over again, but Ben Crump was not responding back at all. So it's clear as day that Ben Crump and the family did not want to talk to the boys. I'm not for sure why or what their reasoning was, But it's clear as day that they didn't want nothing to do with them boys. They didn't want to talk to, and it was weird because I felt like now, if Officer Tatum was reaching out, remember Officer Tatum said he reached out to Ben Crump. We understand why he didn't talk to that motherfucker. We completely understand that. Now I'm not talking, get your conservative ass on. What do you mean? I ain't talking to that, bro. I am a civil rights attorney. Why would I be talking to you, man? I'm not fucking with you. But some people say, well, maybe they should have went and talked to the boys so they can get firsthand evidence to find out, to be able to know how to direct this investigation. Let me see. Not everybody agrees with what's going on, man. Some people actually feel like, nah, this was an accidental. This sister right here just said this was a goddamn accidental drowning. Smash that like button, gang. Let me see something.
Answered or returned. And why are people saying, well, then why did they wipe their socials and why did they lawyer up? They wiped their socials and they lawyered up because they were getting death threats and they were being doxxed. That's why they lawyered up. You do the same thing. Because that's what it looks like. And for all of the Black people who are trying to condemn these white boys for something that they clearly didn't do, why are you doing that? Because that's division and that's racism. And I want to know why Black people are upset with Brandon Tatum for going to find the truth. And for Nolen Wells' mother to allow Ben Crump to get up there and disclose a private autopsy, which was the second one because they thought the first one wasn't valid. Why would they let Ben Crump disseminate that information? He's not even a medical professional. You know why? Because they wanted him to use that shock statement, that shock about the organs. That was intentional.
Hey, smash that like button, gang. Smash that like button, gang. Gang, this shit like real life clue. Wyatt did a Fort Bayou with the anchor rope. All these coons trying to get clout. Shout out to Ed4 Dread, man. Salute to my guy Ed4 Dread. I know you alive in this bitch, man. Salute to Ed4 Dread. Let me see. Shout out to Casey Dog. Tatum ain't no lawyer. What the fuck would they talk to him? That's what I said. That's what I said. Tatum, he made it seem like you wouldn't even talk to me, man. You wouldn't even talk to me. Like, nigga, why, bro? Tatum, he doesn't have to talk to you, bro. You're not even a cop no more, bro. You're not a cop, Jay Reed. You're not a cop, man. Yeah, you're not a cop no more, Tatum. He don't owe you no conversation, bro. I wouldn't talk to you either. You're a fucking YouTuber. I was like, nah, bro, this is serious, fam. This is serious. Everybody didn't talk to you, Tatum, because this shit is serious. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in goddamn building, man. Let me see. Let me see what somebody else was saying in here, gang. This is like a video I was looking at, and it was like there's different people are saying different things. I know a lot of y'all don't rock with that sister right there at all. She get on y'all goddamn nerve. But she the one kind of talk on this video.
And they had to, the Cajun Navy had to call out Ben Crump on X so that everyone could know what the truth is.
Let me see over here.
Christine is literally begging people to call into the hotline. We are begging if anyone knows.
What's going on here? Shut the KC down. Let's see what's going on here.
Call the hotline. Nobody want to talk to y'all. Nobody wants to talk to Ben Crump. That's why people are mad at Officer Tatum. Officer Tatum is getting the interviews. Officer Tatum is being fed information by the public, and he's turning it over to law enforcement. It's highly plausible Officer Tatum has a lot of information Crump and his team do not have.
Y'all agree with her?
This lady should.
Y'all agree with her? Drop a one in the chat. You agree with her, man. If you don't, man, tell you get the fuck on, Sco. Don't really say that in the chat, man. Do y'all agree with her, man? I'm trying to see what people are saying. Let me see what people are saying, man. Let me see.
Mother who says her son had taken a snap shot of Nolan's location, and it was showing his location out being in the middle of the Gulf, or like out there in Horns Island, right? And I know everyone's trying to figure out like how does his phone show he was still at this location, but when his mom had found or looked.
I can't take our hair serious. Let's keep it. Yeah, I can't take our hair serious. It's that hair. I can't take that. Yeah. I can't do that hairstyle, man. I just can't take that down. Yeah, I can't take that flamingo, whatever you call it. I can't take that serious, gang. Let me see. Where was I going? You know what? I want the. I know what I'm gonna do. I gotta start this all over again, but I'm gonna go here. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. This is the. Okay. Let me see. Okay, hold on. There's a certain video I was just looking for, man. Where is this video at? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. When it comes to the Ben Crump being sued or anybody being sued, This is what Al Sharpton had to say about, about Bart's, attorney and Warren Hudson, about everybody saying they suing.
Ours is unconditional. Then another one talking about they're going to sue us. Well, let me tell you something about lawsuits. If you sue us, which would be something that I would
Al Sharpton talking that shit.
Because then we get our attorney, and you as plaintiffs would have to come in and be deposed. And I'd like to depose all of those involved, so they would have to tell us what they did, what they didn't do, under oath. Under oath. So bring in, you can drop it off right here, the paper's right here now, so we can get the deposing, since none of these young boys are saying nothing. You file a lawsuit, they gonna have to say something. And they gonna have to not only talk, I want to see their cell phone logs. I want to see all their social media. Let's open it up. Let's let it go.
They want to see all that shit. It's Al Sharpton.
Ours is unconditional.
I thought y'all didn't fuck with Al Sharpton.
Then another one talking about they're gonna sue us.
I thought y'all didn't rock with Al Sharpton, man. Yeah. Y'all don't forget who Al Sharpton was. He talked that shit. Shout out to the fat Al Sharpton back in the 80s and the 70s. We had that goddamn curl. We had that goddamn blowout. We had that perm on this shit, man. That was a bad man, bro. Y'all got Al Sharpton fucked up. That was a bad man. He might have got shady a little later on, man. People say, he started working with the FBI or some old shit. But no, Al Sharpton was a bad man back in the day. He put some work in for the community, man. Don't get it fucked up. Smash that like button. Salute everybody in the building, gang. Salute, gang. Yeah. Y'all got Al Sharpton fucked up, man. Yeah. Let me see. I got to go here next, though. I got to go here next, man, because the main thing we waiting on, gang, the main thing I'm waiting on, I keep telling y'all, the main thing I'm waiting on is that goddamn cell phone evidence, gang. I'm waiting on that cell phone evidence. And I do believe, right here on News Nation, they were speaking about it, man. Autopsy sealed. It says deleted information could be reviewed from Nolen Wells' phone. He speaks to a phone analyst, and this is what we really waiting on, gang. This is what I'm waiting on, man, is this cell phone, bro. It is, because we don't know what the autopsy gonna say. A lot of people don't trust the state of Mississippi, Ocean Springs Police, Sheriff Ledbetter, the DA's office, the medical examiner. Okay, cool. Y'all don't trust nobody. But we do trust that cell phone, because we know Ben Crump and the family, they overlooking that cell phone. They're not letting out they view. Anybody who analyzes it, they're gonna be sitting right there with them, looking over their shoulder as they do it. So that cell phone is the last hope that anybody have who believes that Nolen Wells was murdered by his friends. Smash the ones who had the cell phone. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building. Y'all put some color in the chat, gang. Light a little gas up. And most importantly, gang, rest in peace to Nolen Wells, man.
Mississippi State medical examiner.
This is what we really want to know about.
It has completed both Wells' autopsy and
toxicology
report. But those results are going to stay
one of the
sealed
last
until the
wheels,
jury
gang.
gets the case. And while the medical findings are off
Got
limits, we
about
know
4
Wells'
wheels
family
left.
is doing
This is one of the
everything
last
they
hope.
can to get other information. Nolan's mother, for example, subpoenaed Meta, Snapchat, TikTok, Light360, seeking his messages, photos, GPS data as she pushes for answers as to what happened to her son. What are they going to learn? I want to ask digital forensics analyst Morgan Wright to talk about this. Morgan, good to see you. I have a lot of questions. So first of all, if they get all these records, okay, assuming that the companies don't put up a legal fight, if they get everything they're looking for, best case scenario, what is that going to tell them?
And you would think that, and it'd be fucked up if any of the companies fought back on this. If Instagram, Snapchat, Life360, if any of these companies fight back against Nolen Wells' parents or against Ben Crump or their legal team to hand over these records or to hand over, all the data from his phone, related to these apps, that's going to be fucked up, man. That's going to be fucked up, gang. You know what I mean? That's going to make the family really feel like we can't trust no goddamn body. Y'all smash that like button, gang. Let's hear about this cell phone. Like I said, the cell phone evidence, gang. The cell phone evidence is so important to me right now, gang. I feel like when it comes to the family and Ben Crump, it's really the only thing they can trust right now. When the autopsy come out, nobody's going to buy what they're going to say. I'm telling y'all right now, gang, when the autopsy drop, y'all can say, Sco, you was right. We don't believe them. They need more people. We don't believe them. I already know what's going to happen because I have a feeling that we know what they're going to say. This is the state of Mississippi, man. Whether they right or wrong, I think people gonna feel like, man, fuck that. Y'all been moving shade the whole time. We can't trust it.
What happened to Nolen?
We can't trust it.
That's a good question, Jesse. The thing I would do is I would take all of that information, I would map it against the GPS we have from the boat. When it left, when it slowed down,
there we go.
When it sped back up.
This is what he's saying. He's saying we're gonna take all this is how you run the phone evidence. You match the phone up with the GPS on the boat. It is. Now we know for a fact that phone is gonna be moving with that goddamn boat. You know what I mean? That phone is on that motherfucking boat. That phone is on that boat. So they saying if that phone gets opened up, if anything is to happen with that phone by the time they leave, when they leave that island, they say the last time they talked to him was, "Hey, Nolen, get on the boat, get on the boat." They leave at 4:31. If that phone gets to moving around, gets to something, but somebody trying to open it up, somebody going inside of it, somebody's deleting anything, motherfuckers taking videos for whatever if that phone is active after that boat done pulled away from that damn island, oh, we got a goddamn problem. Oh yeah, it's a problem, fam. If that phone does anything, I'm talking about somebody even trying to unlock the motherfucker, man. So that nigga flip the screen up. It's going to show that. And that boat data is going to be right there to show, okay, they leave in Horn Island where they claim they left Nolen Wells. They claim they left Nolen on Horn Island. So if that evidence shows that this boat done moved away from Horn Island and somebody's touching his phone. Yeah, I mean, remember, Nolen never sees his phone ever again for the rest of his life, man. Mom gets the phone about what, midnight, 1 o'clock type, some shit like that, 12:30. So they know if that phone is messed with or tampered with between that time, especially if something's missing, then yeah, man, I mean, that's gonna be something to work with.
That with the call and then map all of the digital media and the time and date stamps and location to that, so you can kind of create
a
kaleidoscope, you know, just a compendium of things that show you the timeline. When were pictures taken? What kind of data is there? Was he seen on the island? Was he not? Was he seen on the boat? So, you know, we don't know what we know until they get this information, but I would start with the timeline. I would map the call against the GPS location and then map the social media when you get it to that.
Will they know if information has been deleted from any of the apps from the phone and when it was deleted? Because if they can create a timeline, if he was no longer on the boat and he was on Horn Island, will they be able to know what was deleted and when it was deleted?
Yeah, there's a couple companies out there. One that a lot of people have heard about, Celebrite. They do do a lot of great work on digital forensics, you know, extraction. So yeah, if as long as it hasn't been tampered with or people haven't gotten in there looking around, that's part of the problem, right? Anytime you go in there, you start changing the footprint of what that device was. You want it in the pristine state, but Celebrite could still, an extraction like that could tell you what was there. And most of the time, depending on the operating system, who logged in and how, could tell you what was deleted, when it was deleted. That would give you some ideas if it was deleted. I'm not saying it was, but if it was, a Celebrite report could give.
So he's telling you if anything was deleted, they'll be able to detect that. Celebrite is a company that specializes in, you know, cell phone data and evidence and this and that, and, you know, checking out to see what's been going on with this phone, to look at the digital footprint of the phone. And they're saying that if that phone has been messed with, man, if anybody did anything with that phone, then they will be able to see this, gang. They'll be able to see this, man. Salute to everybody, Bitter Gang. Let me see. It is shout to Sharon Murphy for that Cash App. Salute to Sharon Murphy for that Cash App. Salute, gang. Shout to Sharon Murphy, gang. Salute. So yeah, the cell phone, like I said, gang, the cell phone evidence, y'all, please rock with me, y'all. I know y'all listen to everything these other bloggers and Secret Service Sam and everybody's talking about, man. I know I don't mean shit to y'all, but listen to me, gang. I've been breaking this thing down the whole time, and I'm keeping it 100 and real about shit, how this thing is gonna possibly go. I'm not selling y'all no bullshit dreams. That cell phone evidence is very important, gang, because mom says when she looked into Nolen's cell phone, something was off. She went to his Snapchat and it looked like everything in the Snapchat was gone. She said, this boy is on Snapchat every goddamn day, all day, especially being out with his friends. Now, of course, the boy said that no, the phone doesn't have, you know, we don't get good Wi-Fi out there. You can make a phone call, but you can't upload nothing for real, for real. You know what I mean? At least that's what Tatum said that they said, or he was kind of talking that into him. But they're saying that, yeah, you might be able to get one bar and make a call, but you can't upload nothing. You ain't gonna put that on Instagram or Snapchat from Horn Island. That's not gonna work, man. It's not. We don't have a good goddamn. Yeah, I mean, we don't have a good goddamn signal out here, man. You can't. You can't watch no goddamn Pornhub, no nothing. Nigga, that bitch gonna be freezing up the whole time, man. Yeah, I mean, if they find out that if they find out that he had snaps from Horn Island, they find out that he was uploading things, you know, then it's gonna be some shit, man. Like I said, it's gonna be some shit. The minute they find out that, yes, this phone was most definitely, you know, active on Horn Island, even before he leaves the phone on the boat, they find out they know he was out there taking pictures and, you know, he was Snapchatting and, or even if he was just making small videos, whatever. And now it's gone. Everything has been erased. Now it's gonna be some shit in the gang. Now we got some shit to talk about for real.
Good
facts. Now it's time.
There's news that came out that the family has also issued preservation notices to the family members of Nolen's friends, and I believe investigative agencies as well. My legal point of view, you're putting the pieces in place for a potential lawsuit. I've always wondered, if you go through the lawsuit route, you go through discovery, can they get answers that they may not get through the criminal investigation?
Somebody in my chat just said, y'all haven't seen people was there recording. Yeah, now remember, when it comes to recording, they're saying that you could take regular videos. Because, you know, if you got your phone and you don't got no service and then like that, you can still, you know, I think record videos maybe. So they saying, yeah, you can make a call, you can record videos and take photos, but you can't upload nothing to an app. You're not, you know what I mean? An app, you can't put it on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, TikTok is not gonna work, fam. You know, you can take photos, you can make a phone call, you get a little bit of reception here and there, but you're not gonna be able to upload nothing to an app. That's what they saying, gang. That's what the boy's story was. So, like I said, it don't matter what's deleted from that phone. If anything is deleted from the time where that boat starts to move away from Horn Island at 4:30 or whatever, 4 o'clock, 4:31. If anything, if that phone, if anybody even tried to unlock that motherfucker, if anybody deleted so much as a goddamn text message, a photo, a snap, a Instagram, a TikTok, a goddamn a pocket dial, if it whatever is going out the phone, that's gonna be a big, that's gonna raise major suspicions in the Nolen Wells case. Because as of right now, Ben Crump and the family got the phone. I'm not for sure if they turned it in yet, because I know they said they were not taking their eyes off the phone. They made it seem like, look, we're not giving the phone to nobody. We're going to have our people link up with your people, and we're going to sit there and watch this phone get broke down and all. We're not letting this out of our goddamn sight. We don't trust a soul with this phone, is what Ben Crump was saying. Smash that like button, gang. The cell phone might hold the key to what happened in Nolen Wells in so many ways. Smash that like button.
Legal investigation, the law enforcement investigation. What kind of data could they get there, and how would that help them in their search for answers?
Well, look, yeah, first of all, the preservation notice, when I was a detective, we did the same thing too. It just says, don't delete the records, don't do anything. Spoilage is indication of guilt. I mean, that can be inferred in a court. So I think so far the families are all cooperating from what the record shows. So, and then what you would look at is look for communications, look for text messages, look for anything that shows contemporaneous texts or communications that might be tied with the disappearance of Nolen, when he disappeared, or was he seen? Did anybody say I saw him? So yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can get. But when you do that, that's a civil suit, right? So you can get a lot of information in discovery in a civil suit, but the grand jury can get a lot more information because they have full subpoena power, right, including the toxicology, including the autopsy.
By the way, I love that our digital guy here almost froze. I mean, it seems almost ironic, but we're good. We got you, Morgan. I want to play you something. This was a big piece of news this week. So Nolen Wells' family hired an audio engineer to review this distress call that was made from the boat that day. I want to play, and I'll tell you what, I'm getting word. Let's just take a break. Stay with me. We'll talk about it on the other side.
You got it.
Thank you for watching.
Ain't that a bitch? What? Ain't that a right when it was getting good, man? Ain't that a bitch, man? We gotta keep it moving anyway, gang. We gotta keep it moving, man. We gotta keep it moving, man. I know y'all saw this today, gang. We gotta keep it moving, gang. We gotta keep it moving, man. Gotta keep it moving. Because I haven't watched this yet at all. I have not seen this yet. Y'all know how to do it. Some things I just want to watch the gang, man. Some things I feel like, no, I gotta watch that first. I gotta see what it is. And some things I want to watch the gang, man. Ben Crump went on the Art of Dialogue, man. Shout out to the Art of Dialogue. He done took over the game, man. Shout out to this guy, man. He done took over the game. Vlad TV, get out the way. Yeah, get out the way, Vlad. I've never seen Art. I think he's a brother. He sound like a brother. I think he might be a brother. This is a brother for show. This is a brother for show, man. Shout out to Art Dialogue, man. His interviews have taken over the game. Vlad TV, sit your ass down, bro. He getting the real exclusives, man. He got Ben Crump to pull up, man. Let's hear from Ben Crump about the case of Nolen Wells. Smash that like button, gang.
Ben Crump, happy to have you, my man.
Thank you, sir. Pleasure to be with you.
Ah, man, it's a pleasure having you. I mean, it's so much I want to ask you. It's so much I want to get into. I know you're a busy guy, so I don't want to take up that much of your time. Nolen Wells, for the people that's unfamiliar with that case, can you break that down?
Certainly.
Nolen Wells was an 18-year-old Black teenager who on 4th of July was celebrating with his friends, and he went out on Horn Island. He went with his 3 other friends, at least what we have in the photograph, and they were young white teenagers. He was the only Black teenager, and somehow they all came back home safely on the 4th of July, but Nolen Wells did not come home. His mother, their families announced that he was missing. They were, out of their mind with concern. And then his body was found washed up on shore 2 days later, face down, dead. And so then everybody started to try to say, well, what happened? When you look at the videos, there were 300, 400 people out there. And what we've been saying, somebody knows something, somebody saw something. There was a young lady named Katie who said that, she was talking to Nolen, but then he got back on the boat with the people he came with, or got back on the boat with the boys. And the boys who were on the boat with him said, Nolen said he was going to stay behind with Katie, and that he was not going to go back with them. One of the things that has been bewildering is the fact that if he says he's going to stay behind, why doesn't an 18-year-old get their cell phone? If they're not going to go with the boat, why would they leave it with them? His mother, called his phone 3 times, got no answer after they started getting concerned. And it was when they did the Life 360, trying to say, find my phone, is when she found out that the phone were with the friends. And so her friend went to get the phone. And when they got the phone back, they discovered that there were a lot of Snapchat messages that were deleted. They also found that there were some texts deleted. So that was very concerning to them as they're trying to figure out, what happened.
Hold on.
So that was messages that were, they discovered that there were a lot of Snapchat messages that were deleted. They also found that there were some texts deleted. So
tell me this, gang. How would they like? How do they know that that's missing right now, gang? Like I said, mom say he always on Snapchat, this and that. But do y'all think mom is sure about that? She's saying some text messages was deleted. Do you think she feel like it's a conversation between him and somebody and it's not making sense? He's like, nah, they had to have said something right there, but that was deleted. She can look at the messages and tell certain shit has been deleted. You know what I mean? Or she could tell his photos are all gone, or the Snapchat is completely empty, like nothing, you know what I mean? It's things in his phone she know for a fact should be in his phone. Does mom know what the inside of his phone look like, or it should look like? Like, do mama always look at his Snap? Do mama always look at his phone for his messages? How do y'all think mom knows that, yes, something was deleted out of this phone? How would mom know that? Smash the like button. Salute to everybody in the building. Y'all play. I'm just saying, like, how would she know that? Would y'all know what was missing out of y'all kids' phone if you looked at their phone? Because kids don't never let us look at their goddamn phone. You know what I mean? Especially teenagers. Maybe they little bitty kids, you look at their phone if they got one. But teenagers ain't letting you look at their damn phone. So, you know what I mean? Would you really know what was missing out of your kid's phone? Tell me in the chat. You ain't talk to me. They talk to me, gang. Salute to everybody. The building. Salute to Ben Crump, man. Rest in peace to Nolen Wells.
So that was very concerning to them as they're trying to figure out, what happened to my child? Our child is dead and we have no answers. Nobody's telling us anything. And so it became just an incredibly painful ordeal for them trying to find out what happened to Nolen Wells. And then America became engaged in this matter because it wasn't adding up to anybody. he says, I'm gonna stay behind, but he leaves his cell phone. He doesn't have his car keys.
Right, right. True.
Well, if he's staying behind and you don't have any of that information, people are saying, did he stay behind? And so that becomes a question. And, obviously there's this CTO audio that comes out that people have did forensic audio engineering on it to try to see what was being said on the audio recording of the CTO counter 911 type call. And it's in that call that people say they hear certain things. We have retained audio engineering experts to be able to decipher and to render expert opinions on the validity of the
Y'all smash the like button, gang. Smash the like
911
button.
audio that seems to suggest things about the presence of Nolen. And so we are trying not to speculate. We're trying to investigate, but we are asking questions that don't add up to us. And that's what everybody's been doing, because everybody says, how can this 18-year-old college football player who's in tip-top shape just go missing
and
nobody knows anything? Nobody.
Right. That man, and that's like, and that's the number one suspicious thing about this case, y'all. I hope everybody around the world that ever watches me or looks into this story understands. People just don't understand how the boy just came up missing, man. There's some people who live that boat life and that lake life and that, that ocean life. They always on the water. They saying things like that can happen from time to time, bro. People come up missing all the time in the water, bro. Whether it's a party, whether they by themselves with a group, people can get in the water and come up missing. But it was a lot of people out there, gang. We talking about thousands from what they saying, boats everywhere, people every damn where. How did Nolen Wells just disappear? You know what I mean? And it's gonna be always awkward when it's you and probably 20 other black people on this damn island, and a brother come up missing, man. You know what I mean? It's about 1,500 white people, 25 niggas, and one of the niggas don't make it back home, but the white boys do with his phone. And those are his friends, you know what I mean? So some people feel like, nah, let's go look back on the island. Something happened to him, but I don't think his friends did it. But either way, if you the parents of Nolen Wells, you don't want to hear that shit from his friends who got his phone and his car keys, all this shit, as well as all the rest of these white people on Horn Island. You feel like something happened to him. They say reports are coming out that he was drunk, and we know they had been drinking, but was he drunk enough to the point where he just swam out by himself and just disappeared? Because right now this nigga is Houdini. Yeah, this nigga Nolen Wells is the real life Houdini if nobody killed him. Yeah, I'm gonna say that. If nobody killed Nolen Wells, this nigga is a real life Houdini. They say nobody seen him leave. Like Michael Jackson in concert, the smoke boom, that nigga be gone. Nigga, Michael Jackson just be gone. Nigga, a ball of smoke and MJ has left the stage. Man, come on, fam. It just don't sound right, gang. You know what I mean? So people got to understand why everybody thinks, nah, something happened to Nolen Wells and somebody knows exactly what happened to him.
I didn't seen anything. And
the sheriff
within, hours after he was discovered, his dead body, they claimed that, that no foul play, accidental drowning is what they suggest. And his family are saying, we can't accept that when you make that conclusion without doing no investigations. And so what they want is a full, impartial, fair investigation into what happened to Nolen Wells. In our community, we see people investigate it very zealously. And so we want the same thing for our children. We want them to zealously investigate this matter, just as if they would if the roles were reversed. And that's what I think has people in the minority community saying, hold on, we want to know what's on everybody's phone. We want to know social media, because all of that could become very relevant information as to what happened to Nolen Wells.
correct me if
I mean, y'all rock with Ben Crump, man. Put a 1 in the chat. You rock with Ben Crump. Put a 2 in the chat. You don't fuck with this nigga. Talk to me. I got to hear from my people, gang. I got this Reggie lit up. I ain't gonna lie to you. I said it was from Africa, man. It did come from Africa, but it was from Reggie. Wait till I get my hands on one of them niggas down there. How many of y'all rock with Ben Crump, man? Let me know in the chat. Who rocks with Ben Crump, man? Because Ben Crump is most definitely trying. He trying, man. If you think Ben Crump is full of shit, drop a 2 in the chat, man. You feel like, man, Ben Crump is an ambulance chaser, a fucking, he's nothing different than a preacher, bro. He's a pastor, bro. This nigga moves like a fucking pastor. If you think now Ben Crump, man, he most definitely shed that. He gonna put that light on that case, man. When people try to play dirty, when them law enforcement try to play dirty, when the city, the states, when you know what I mean, when motherfucking white folks get to playing dirty, Ben Crump gonna step in and make sure we all know about it. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Troy say he don't fuck with Ben Crump. Smash that like button, gang. Goddamn, say he don't fuck with Ben Crump. Florida native say he don't fuck with Ben Crump. Salute to everybody else that said they did, though. Yeah, everybody else said they did. I think Rod Davis said he don't fuck with him either, but we don't fuck with Rod Davis, so who cares? Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, gang.
Wrong, but the woman that Nolen was hanging out with when he was at the island, Katie, her sister, Gracie, came out and said that Nolen intended to go back to the mainland with his friends, right?
Let's go.
Yeah, there seems to be a conflict in what they're saying. They said he stayed with the young lady. The young lady said no. He got back on the boat. And so, you know, that seems to be one of the biggest issues that everybody is trying to figure out, as well as the independent autopsy where he had red discoloration at the back of his brain that was found in the second autopsy, and also the fact that the initial state medical examiner kept possession of Nolen Wells' throat. And we don't know why they did that. Our pathologist, Dr. Roger Mitchell, said when he was the chief medical examiner for the city of Washington, D.C., that they normally would do that it wasn't uncommon if they suspected that there might be some fracture or some compressions to the throat.
That sound like goddamn chokehold. That sound like Bart. Damn it, Bart. What y'all think? That what some of y'all feel like, man. Some of y'all think, hey, so the reason they kept their throat, because they gotta do, they gotta test the salt. They gotta see the tissues in the throat are bruised. They gotta see if he was choked, if he was strangled, if he was lynched, if he was, choked out. If somebody had him by the front of his throat and the back of his throat, holding his ass underwater. You know what I mean? A lot of people feel like, man, they kept that throat because that throat was going to be the key to this goddamn investigation. That was going to tell them up front he was murdered. See, it's things like that. And I do agree. I agree that they should not have kept the throat, because if this boy's family is begging for an investigation, they saying something ain't right, we don't trust none of y'all motherfuckers, then you give the full body. That's the boy's mom and dad. You give his family his body, man. Ask Shady what happened, said Compton Bomb. Compton Bomb said, y'all blaming the wrong cats. Compton Bomb believe the boys are innocent. Well, if they not, he think Katie know about it. He think whoever did something to goddamn, to Nolen Wells, Katie knows, man. Shout out to Compton Bomb, man. But, Ben Crump is saying that them keeping the throat is most definitely a big part of, something shady going on. You know what I mean? Because usually they keep the throat when they feel like something has happened, whether it was strangulation, whether it was choking, whether it was, you know what I mean? Like I said, damaged soft tissues in the throat. That's going to say that, they only usually do that. He said that's not unnormal to do. Another goddamn, what we call it, a medical examiner told him that, hey, man, you know what I mean? That's something that people do, man. But it's only because they feel like, something has happened to the throat. This could be a homicide. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Salute to that nigga Ben Crump, man.
So after y'all did the autopsy,
let's go, gang. Salute, y'all. Put some color in this chat. Turn me up.
We can't speculate to the throat.
So after y'all did the autopsy, from what you know, what do you believe that was on the back of his neck?
We can't speculate. We know that we think Dr. Roger Mitchell should have the benefit of looking at all the autopsy notes and observations and photographs from the first autopsy, and then have, the state medical examiner be able to look at all of his notes from the second autopsy and try to work together to figure out what conclusions that they can draw from the autopsies, both of them. And then also waiting for toxicology. That becomes a factor in finding out the manner and cause of death. But Dr. Mitchell said, and this is a very, very important, he said, if it's a drowning, then that still doesn't answer the whole question of what happened to Nolen Wells, because he said then there are questions about, was Nolen Wells' condition of his body conscious or unconscious when he went into the water? Furthermore, he said, did he go into the water unforced or forced? He said all those things become factors.
Makes a lot of sense. And I know his friend Warren Hudson, he came out with an interview where he made a statement about how Nolen, he was drinking liquor on the boat. You heard about that?
Well, we don't know. We want the toxicology to come. We know when you hear the CETO audio call, it appears that there was some intoxication. But again, toxicology can tell us that. And people's firsthand eyewitness testimony can tell us that. We want answers, you know, as I've said over and over again.
Well, I mean, somebody did come out and say Nolen Wells was drunk, right? One of his own friends came out and said Nolen Wells was fucking hammered, dude. Nolen was hammered, bro. Remember that? One of his friends, thick ass porn stash too. I forgot who he was, man. Yeah, I forgot who he was, man. But he looked like Pedro off goddamn what's the name of that movie, man? I can't think of the name of that movie, man, with the white boy with the glasses. But either way, one of Nolen Wells' friends did come out and say, you know, that he seen Nolen that day, and Nolen was fucking trash, man. Napoleon Dynamite. Yeah, Pedro of Napoleon Dynamite. He said, man, Nolen was fucking trash, dude. Nolen was hammered, bro. You know what I mean? Like, why is all Nolen friends coming out saying it? Because they say another friend, somebody on the boat, well, not on the boat, somebody that was there at Horn Island. This is what Tatum is saying. We don't know if this is true or not, because we haven't heard nobody say this, but besides Tatum. He says they got witnesses in the inbox, people that were at Horn Island that says they know for a fact. He said even one of his close friends, I'm thinking it might be the same dude that said he was hammered. Maybe him or Trace and somebody. Somebody said that Nolen Wells was on that coke, man, that straight white girl, that Rick James, man. That motherfucking powder, man. That goddamn Snow, man. That young Jeezy. That boy was full of that goddamn cocaine, man. Unstepped on, man. Pure raw coke. Yeah. They saying Nolen Wells was out there, man, full of that blow, man. I don't, like I said, we don't know if that's real or not. We wait on the toxicology report to come back. But yeah, right now they saying Nolen Wells is full of alcohol and he was on that blow. It was 4th of July, 250-year anniversary. He was out there getting busy, man. Get out the bushes and get the likes up. You freeloader. Shut the goddamn. I needed somebody to say that goddamn. Get out the bushes, man. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit the thumbs up button, gang. If you're in here rocking with me, if you really rock with your boy, man, if you appreciate this content and these gems we've been dropping lately in this Nolen Wells situation, how honest we've been keeping it over here, hit that thumbs up button for me, gang. Salute to everybody. Donate to the platform too, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. I'm going to say, I told y'all, let me see, hold on. It was something I meant to do, gang. It was something I meant to do, man. Let me see. Is that what I wanted on the screen? Here we go. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody rock with me, gang. Ben Crump, but I mean, I think Ben Crump is just, you know, as of right now, they don't have a toxicology report. Ben Crump ain't got his back either, neither has the state. So I think as of right now, Ben Crump is saying, look, we don't know if he was drunk or not. We don't know if all that drunk shit. He didn't ask, but I would have asked Ben Crump about that cocaine. You heard what Tatum said, bro? Man, they say he was full of that goddamn coke, man. I would have came straight at him. I don't know when they filmed this shit, but if I'm Art of Dialogue, I'm that boy Art. I'm like, say, fam, did you hear about the powder? What do you think about that, fam? Because we ain't heard from his parents or, you know, nobody yet about they saying he was on cocaine. Because like I said, that toxicology report come out and say that Nolen Wells accidentally drowned full of cocaine and he was drunk. Man, it's going to make his mom and daddy feel bad, bro. It's going to, you know what I mean? Man, bro. Woo, the internet finna be on fire, man, if that shit happen, gang. Nigga, I'm going live, fam. The internet, I'm not saying that that's going to be the truth at Mississippi report that. I want to know how y'all feel about that. I want to know, do y'all feel like, oh, shit, they on the bullshit. Here they go. Here they go. I got to hear from y'all. If that happens, when the autopsy come out, when the grand jury sees the autopsy, hear about it, and the information comes out, man, I got to see how everybody, that's going to be a blow, man. That's going to be some shit, man. Yeah, that's going to be some shit, man. The internet is going to be on fire, and I'm going to be right here to break it down to see how y'all feel about this information that came from some motherfuckers that y'all never trusted in the first place. Smash that like. Let's check back in with Ben Crump, man. Let's check back in with Ben Crump real quick. Let's check back in with Crump, man.
Toxicology can tell us that. We want the toxicology to come. We know when you hear the CETO audio call, it appears that there was some intoxication. But again, toxicology can tell us that. And people's firsthand eyewitness testimony can tell us that. We want answers. You know, as I've said over and over again, I am for truth, no matter who it implicates or who it exonerates. I am for justice, no matter who it convicts or who it acquits. And I am certainly for transparency, so all of us can see and we can have trust in the system that this was a fair, impartial, and complete investigation. That's what everybody would want if this was their child.
So what Ben Crump is basically saying, y'all gotta read between the lines. What Ben Crump is saying, look, I'm here to do a job, man. You hear me? I'm here to do a job. No matter what comes out to happen, it was my job to make sure this thing was fully investigated. It was my job to bring the noise and bring the heat. Ben Crump is saying, look, man, if they come out and say it was an accidental drowning, if the boy this and that, my job here is done. I most definitely pulled up to make sure that we got the answer, that this thing was not swept under the rug, because Sheriff Ledbetter came out this second day of Nolen Wells being dead and said no foul play. The family already felt like it was some bullshit from the start. The day mama got the call from Warren, we already got proof and evidence that mom was already on some what's really going on type shit. So when Ben Crump is brought on board, he brought on board due to the parents' suspicion. And it's his job to turn this bitch up, man, and to make it, no matter what the outcome is, gang. No matter whether they say this happened or that happened, whether it turned into a murder investigation or they call it an accident, Ben Crump's job is to pull up to make sure this shit does not get swept under the rug, that the people talk about this shit, and that we make waves with this shit, man. Because if we don't want them to get away with this, we got to put the motherfucking pressure on, man. So that's what Ben Crump's job kind of is, man. Smash that like button. Suit the Blackberry, man. They left together. Damn it, come back together, said Black Cherry. Shout out to Black Cherry, man. Black Cherry said, if you leave together, you come back together, Skull. Them damn boys are wrong regardless. No matter you look at it, they left their pot, especially if he was full of coke and he was drunk. You know what I mean? At least drunk for sure. They said, Warren even said that Nolen had been drinking. So if your partner was on the island, he don't got his phone, he drunk, don't y'all think y'all might want to make sure y'all get him? And if y'all don't got him, spin back and get him. Y'all got about 3-4 goddamn boats. Smash that like button, gang. Thank you for keeping us updated in this situation. RIP Nolen Wells. Shout out to Shunny, man. Salute to Shunny. You know we're going to break it all down, Shunny. Come on, don't do that, Shunny. You know we're going to break it down. Ain't nobody else going to do it the right way, Shunny. You know what I mean? Everybody's going to play sides on this shit, man. How many of y'all, has anybody in this chat been making death threats or saying anything about the Nolen Wells case? Nobody, right? Nobody, right? Nobody. Yeah, y'all been cool, right? Because I know a lot of people be online saying shit, doing shit, making calls. I know a lot of y'all are real wrapped up in this Nolen Wells case. None of y'all ain't took it too far and jumped online and made no calls and no threatening comments underneath nobody's photos and shit, right? None of that shit, right? I want to make sure y'all ain't doing that, right? No, y'all ain't doing none of that, right? Yeah, I gotta watch y'all, but hey, y'all a wild ass chat, man. You did, yeah. Ain't none of y'all been in the comments making threats and, you know what I mean, calling people, making threats and leaving letters and shit. Ain't none of y'all been doing it. I'm just asking y'all. I just want to know. Big Damu talking about me, okay? I'm gonna make sure, okay? They say anything about this channel, you the nigga we turning in. Y'all remember it was Big Damu, gang. Yeah, anybody say something about this channel, some threats being made, the chat, the comments, we turning Big Damu ass right over to them authorities, man. I'm a hand deliver your ass, fam. Smash that like button, fam. I'm a hand deliver you, my nigga. Salute to Ben Crump, man. Salute to Ben Crump. I was on, y'all know I got reasons for asking y'all things, man. I'm only asking y'all that, man. I just want to make sure that, you know, y'all ain't out here with that bullshit, man. I gotta make sure that y'all ain't out here with this bullshit, man. Smash that like button, gang.
A woman in Cincinnati, Ohio, is facing a federal charge after authorities say she made dozens of bomb threat calls to 2 Mississippi government offices last month following the death of Nolen Wells. Michelle Francine Edwards was charged last Thursday in the United States District Court for the Southern District of Mississippi, Southern Division, with 1 count of transmitting a threatening communication in interstate commerce. The charge carries the maximum penalty of 5 years in prison, a $250,000 fine, and 3 years supervised release.
That's a damn shame.
The summer sales event is on.
That's a damn shame, right?
Ford
That's a damn. Let me do this ad real quick.
$500 a month or a 20.
That's a damn shame, man. That's a damn shame, gang. That's a damn shame. Another one bites the dust, man. Another one bites the goddamn dust, man. That's a damn shame, man. Yeah. That's a damn shame, man. Smash that like button. Salute everybody better, man. Man, that's a damn shame, man. I just gotta go back and look at this sister one more time, man. I gotta go back and look at this sister one more time. I gotta look at her. Sister, what were you thinking about, sister? Sister, what were you thinking about? Yeah, what was you thinking about, sister? Latrell Sprewell looking ass. What was you thinking about, sister? Smash that like, but y'all, come on, gang. Don't take this shit that far. Yeah, we trying to find out what happened, man, but we ain't gotta do all this shit, man. Yeah. Shout out to the Black Cherries. Stop smoking that Reggie Sco and come to Jersey Sco. Well, you trying to put it. Don't try. You ain't on me. You ain't about this gas. You want to put it on me. I know what you're trying to do. I know. Yeah. I know what you're trying to do to me. I know what you're trying to do, Black Cherry. You ain't fooling me. Yeah, you trying to put it on, nigga. Smash that like button and salute to everybody building. You trying to lure a nigga down there. Yeah, you trying to lure a nigga. Come on, Black Cherry. I know you want me to put it on you. That's what I know what's going on. You ain't fooling me, goddammit. Smash that like button, salute to everybody building. Gang salute. Yeah, talking about Skull come down. Come on. What was I gonna say? Yeah, this is crazy right here, man. Yeah, don't take it this goddamn far, gang. Don't take it this far, man. Somebody hold on. You niggas in the chat is crazy, bro. Y'all in the chat is crazy, fam. My chat is crazy, bro. Y'all ain't, bro. Yeah, bro. Y'all are crazy, bro. Bro, y'all are crazy, bro. This chat, fam. Yeah, I mean, y'all are crazy. This chat ain't shit, bro. Man, this chat ain't shit, man. This is crazy, man. Man, somebody said Stony looking at. Smash that like button, man. Yeah, this is a female. Yeah, that's a girl. Yeah, that's a Cincinnati woman charged with, making bomb threats after the Nolen Wells, situation, man. Yeah, don't take it this far, y'all. I know there's some crazy motherfuckers in this chat, y'all, but you ain't got to take it this far, gang. Yeah, that's another one bites the dust, man. Don't forget the dude was arrested 2-3 days ago for threatening a judge or some shit like that, man. It's just crazy, man. Where are we getting with this Nolen Wells situation, gang? I mean, where are we going with this? I'm waiting on the cell phone evidence. And wait on that autopsy report, toxicology report. It's still a lot, man. It's still a lot. I do want to hear from some of the other boys, man. I would love to hear from Katie, man. I would love to hear from the girl that was on the boat during the CETO call. It's a lot of people I still would love to hear from. I want to hear from the parents of Nolen Wells more. I would love for the judge to sit down and do an interview too. Like, tell us what's going on with you. Who are you? What do you do? But where is it going right now, man? I mean, where is this thing going? New Nolen Wells sighting, they saying, yeah. Y'all know me, gang. Y'all, when the internet starts to talk about something, we gonna break it down, gang. When the internet starts to say some shit, we gonna break it down, gang. They say it's a new sighting, gang. New Nolen Wells sighting, gang. Let me get in. Let me see what's going on with this, gang. New Nolen Wells sighting.
Crazy, guys, but allegedly there's a new sighting of Nolen Wells. Footage
what's going on here?
From Horn Island.
Another Nolen Wells sighting, huh?
Footage on that day that captures the boat that he allegedly was on in a previous video that came out.
Let's see what's going on here.
We were wondering if it said Little Daddy, if it said Big Daddy. Actually, the boat is called Mac Daddy. Okay, so a little throwback to the 90s there. All right, but nonetheless, Mac Daddy was seen in another area, and it looks like, if you look at the very end of this video, it looks a lot like that is Nolen Wells sitting on the end of the boat. Take a look at this.
Hey, we're out here. Everybody's coming.
This nigga's wrong, man. What do you got here, man? He said Nolen Wells sighting. Nolen is sitting on the end of the boat at the end of the video. Listen. See, this is Nolen Wells. Who's getting that? Where is no? If I ever catch this dude, bro. If I ever catch this, who is this nigga, this blogger, whoever he is? If I ever, that is not Nolen Wells, gang. There ain't no goddamn Nolen Wells, man. That's the guy they talking about, right? This dude right here. Man, come on, gang. Come on, gang. What we doing, gang? Come on, y'all. Stop this shit, man. If I ever catch this nigga, man. I'm talking about that dude just put this up, man. Him and a few more people put it out, man. If I ever run into this dude, fam, hands, feet, knees, elbows, suplex, headlock, DDT. I'm talking about, bruh. There ain't no damn Nolen Wells, man. Come on, man. See, this is the type of shit I'm talking about online, man. This is the type of shit I'm talking about, gang. Every time they say it's something like something new, man, it's something breaking. We got something new. Then the CETO call with the background is one thing where you say, yeah, man, something don't sound right. You can't make out everything, but you hear a couple of key words that make this thing sound a little off, man, if we hearing what we hearing. But there it is right here. What is this gonna do, gang? Smash the like button, gang. Somebody said that's Nolen's head. Where, gang? Somebody, yeah, if I'm missing some shit, let me know, gang. Where is Nolen? This is a woman right here for sure. This is a guy with a hat on, like an old school nigga. And this looked like a little European nigga, so like a little white boy or some shit, a little Italian dude. Right here. That nigga named the Pascal Show. That's what he is. Okay. Yeah. Nah, gang. If y'all can't see it, man. I don't know if y'all can see it or not. I don't think that's Nolen Wells, gang. Yeah, I don't believe it. I seen this video floating around. He was not the only one to put this video out, so I'm not gonna put this on him. I seen at least 5, 6, 7, 8 people put this video out saying new Nolen Wells sighting. Well, on this show, we don't play no fucking games, man. We don't got time for this. We're trying to get to the truth about what really happened to Nolen Wells. Yeah, I mean, was he murdered? Did somebody throw him off the boat? Did he simply was it an accident or drowning? We're unbiased and we want to get to the truth, man. So we're gonna look at everything, go over everything, break down shit, see what people are saying, check in with the news, check in with some of everybody. But when we see shit like this, man, we're not going for the bullshit, man. We're not going for the bullshit at all, gang. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building. Yeah, this shit is crazy, man. They like that new Nolen Wells sighting. I'm disappointed, gang. Yeah, I'm disappointed like a motherfucker. This shit, man. Let me see. Let me go here, gang, because I want to most definitely. I want to check in with everybody, gang. You know how we do it, gang. You know how we do it, man. We gotta check in with some of everything when it comes to this case of Nolen Wells, man. Let's check in with everything in the case of Nolen Wells. Let's break some things down, man. Let's check in with y'all boy, man. You know we gotta check in with him, gang. Let's check in with y'all boy, man. None other than Brandon Officer Tatum talking to none other than I think was it Chris Como, and he goes on Chris Como show and they talk about it. Let's see how they're breaking this thing down, man, because we know, of course, Officer Tatum is saying the boys are innocent. Even before he ever met them, he didn't even know them. I mean, never been around these kids, but he knew he just by hearing what was going on, he knew they were innocent, man. He just knew he knew they were innocent from the start. You know, even though we know Officer Tatum, people think you hate black people, and you understand why, my nigga. Like, I ain't gotta break that down to you, fam. You get it. You understand what you do online and how you get your money and shit. And you're really a hustler. If you ask me, I know you're hustling, nigga. Yeah. We know you know how you get your bread. I ain't gotta go through that shit with you. So people feel like, man, you was gonna jump on the white boy side regardless because they're white, man. That's what you do. You jump, you defend white people against black people. That's what you've been doing for the longest. Whether it's white cops, corrupt police, fucking Trayvon Martin, George Floyd, you don't give a damn. You going against the grain to make money. If you're doing, you're gonna make sure anytime something tragic happens to a black person in the hands of a white person, you gonna jump online and say, oh, they're innocent. They didn't do it, man. They didn't do it, man. We get it. I get the whole gimmick. I get it, man. I get it. Get your money. I get it. Get your money, brother. I get it. You're hustling, if you ask me. Yeah, if you ask me, getting that paper. But let's hear what they got to say about the case of Nolen Wells. Let's hear from what Tatum and Como had to say. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, gang.
And his YouTube page, he's done a lot of timeline work about what matters and what doesn't.
See what's going on here.
Big news hook right now, which is, wow, that distress call. Maybe the distress call is related to why Nolen Wells disappeared. Now, there's a huge problem with that, which is the distress call happened far away from the island. So I don't know how his body wound up all the way back at the island. But what do you make of the timeline and this distress call that's getting all this attention?
Yeah. So first, my impression of the young kids, boys, I'm just like you, man. These 18-year-old, you barely know what's going on in the world, So, but these young men were very respectful.
Y'all smash that like button.
Great kids. They seem like Nolen, and now I can see why Nolen would want to hang out with these kids. Their parents were incredible. They were very respectful to their parents. They were very accomplished. Many of them were athletes and athletes in college. So these kids were a group of really good quality kids. Like, that's what I got from them when they would talk to me. The way because sometimes you can see a lot about parenting and how kids are raised when you are in a position like me and you kind of on the outside watching interactions. And these young boys were incredibly respectful. And I think it's a Southern thing too.
Do y'all think that, of course, when the goddamn investigating ex-cop comes around, want to do a story on us about us being innocent, of course we're going to be on our best behavior. Of course we're going to have our polos on and we're yes ma'am and yes sir and everything. Of course we're putting on a goddamn act. That's what we do in front of you dumbass niggas. We act like we like you in front of you. Behind your back, y'all kind of monkeys and niggas and fuck you. And you made my daughter better not bring one of those fucking niggers home. And yeah, in your face, we like you, dumbass. And we're in your face. We're in front of you, man. Of course, dude. Of course, bro. Of course, dude. Yeah, man. Come on, Tatum. Come on, Tatum. And I don't got nothing against you, Tatum. Remember, I don't got nothing against you. Do your work, bro. I get it. You a blogger, journalist, whatever you call yourself. Do your work, fam. Do what you do, bro. I ain't hating on you, man. But come on, bro. Stop the bullshit, fam. Come on, fam. They were the best kids ever. Of course, cameras are here. The fucking reporter is here. I'm not saying they act bad normally or they disrespect their parents. I'm not saying none of that. But don't act like people are going to be who they really are around their parents in the first fucking place, bro. All teenagers are different away from their parents than they are in front of their parents, bro. You know that shit, Tatum. Stop it, bro. Stop it.
But I found them to be very authentic, very genuine. And that's my first impression of them. And the timeline, this is why I believe that Nolen may have drowned, and more likely than one of those young men killing him. I do have a third theory that would lead to criminal activity, but I don't have it locked in yet. So I'll start from the beginning.
Oh, wow.
These boys and Nolen were really, really good friends. They showed me pictures of them at prom. I mean, they told me they hang out with him 3 or 4 times a week when they're back for the summer. They've been knowing each other since middle school. They spent a night over each other's houses. The parents, reiterated the same thing. So it appears that all of these good friends, which they went last year on 4th of July at Horn Island, they almost go out there fishing every year. All the time they go fishing. So he takes me out there and they articulated that they went out with a group of people, which means it wasn't just Nolen and 4 white boys. It was 3 boats full of kids, like about 30 of them. They went out there to an island where all of their other friends that they grew up with and everybody's out there having a good time. And, these young boys out there drinking and you know how they do it. And it appears that there was an emergency on the boat. The boat was beginning to sink. They needed to get it out of there or the boat was going to sink right there at Horn Island, which is like 7 to 10 miles from the freaking mainland. So this is a tragedy if they lose their whole boat out there. And so the boat is beginning to sink. They said that they had a call, did the distress call. They were telling Nolen, get on the boat. This is at 4:30. And they weren't too far from Horn Island. They weren't far out.
Remember that.
They told me they were probably like a quarter.
4:30. So they keep saying that, Warren said, I seen Nolen last at 3:00, but we know that's not true. At 4:30, y'all left. Y'all seen Nolen right before y'all left. Y'all seen Nolen. You said Nolen come get on the boat. They say Nolen said he wasn't coming, but we know that part of the story when they say we last. Because everybody was like, "Well, y'all last seen him at 3? What the fuck? An hour and a half went by and nobody seen him out there, and y'all was still there." So now we know they're saying the last time they actually laid eyes on Nolen Wells was at 4:30, 4:31 when they was getting ready to leave. We know Katie said that around that same time. She saw Nolen and Nolen said he was leaving. He was going to get on the boat. Hey, I'm gone. Maybe give her a little kiss on the cheek, slapped on the ass. Who knows? But he said, baby, I'm gone. I'm gonna holler at you. I'm gone. He leaves, she say. Nobody ever sees Nolen Wells ever again, everybody claims. Yeah, I mean, from that point on, we got 2 different people saying nobody ever saw him again. He was headed toward the boat. No, he wouldn't get on the boat. Nigga just disappeared in the middle of all that. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, gang.
A mile out, which is still in visible eyesight from the hundreds of boats that are there, thousands.
So they said as they started to pull away, they noticed they had a problem.
No,
were they sitting on the boat and they said, "Oh, we're taking on water" while they were still anchored up?
Yeah. They would notice they were taking on water while they were still anchored. And what Warren told me was that he think because there was so many people on the boat that more people than should have been on the boat, it began to sink. And he gave me all this detailed boat jargon, which I have no idea. I've never been on a boat, maybe 3 times in my life. And so he was just telling me that that's what had happened. And they thought it was, and they needed to get the water out of the boat. They need to unplug.
Nigga said the other day that was his first time ever being on a boat, I think. Didn't he just say that was his first time being on a boat when we went out there with them boys on the boat? It's my first time ever been down. Now he done been on a boat 3-4 times. Tatum, you be capping too.
Plug it and do all this stuff and get it on the high ground and drain it. And once they get it going, it'll pull the water out. All this stuff he was explaining to me, which I have no idea. He literally showed me on the boat, you know, kind of what he was saying. So I got a small understanding of it. But he was saying that they yelled at Nolen, hey, man, get on the effing boat, man. We got to go. Like, we're sinking. We got to get out of here so we can save the boat. Nolen was hanging out with the girl, Katie, and he had stayed behind. Now, Tristan, which is the black kid that I interviewed, he said he saw him with this girl.
Bro, I hate how they keep calling him the black kid, bro. Please stop that shit, man. Please, man. Find another name. The beige kid, nigga. Backdoor 80.2. Man, call him something else. I'm sick of them calling him the black friend, bro. I'm sick of that shit, man. This dude got on camera and talked about he gonna even fuck with his black side. If I can't, like I said, that's his business. Don't tell him what them niggas doing over there. Don't tell him, I can't tell you who to fuck with, but come on, man. Quit calling this nigga the black kid, man. His black card has been revoked. We didn't even revoke it. He threw the motherfucker. Yeah, his black card was not revoked. He threw his shit. Get this shit away from me, man. You fucking niggers. He threw his black card away. He don't even want to be black. He says my white side of family that fucks with me, man. They do everything for me, dude. I don't even like those niggers. I don't even like my black side. They don't do nothing for me, dude. And that was a bold statement in this case right here, man. He let you know where he's standing, man. Not just on this case, but in life, nigga. Yeah, you can't revoke this nigga black card. He balled that bitch up and threw it away himself. Smash that like button. Quit calling him the damn black kid, Tatum. I interviewed that black kid, man.
Now, Tristan, which is the black kid that I interviewed, he said he saw him with this girl. The girl, I saw her text messages. They sent me her text messages to I believe it was Warren. And she had reiterated that Nolen never got back on the boat. She didn't see him get back on the boat he came on. And also that she heard them yelling for him to get on the boat, and he didn't. Now, her story is it's a gaps in there because it's hard to tell when she disengaged with Nolen.
See, there we go. And you see the way Tatum is talking? Tatum is talking just the way them boys are talking. You see how Tatum just threw that shit? You see how Tatum, where Compton Bomb at? Compton Bomb, I think Compton Bomb feel like how Tatum feel right now, man. Compton Bomb, I feel like how Tatum feel right now, man. He said, nah, man. It is. Yeah. Shout out to Honey Love. Honey Love said she don't believe nobody even asked him to get on that boat. She don't believe that. She do not believe that. She said, so I don't believe nobody asked him to. Let me see. Nobody asked him to get on the, I guess he's saying boat. Smash. Shout out to Honey Love for that cash app. Salute, gang. Shout out to Honey Love for that cash app, man. Yeah, man. I know it's rumors of the KKK being out there, something about the Dixie Boys in Mississippi and shit. We might have to get into that shit too. I'm hearing a lot of KKK talk, gang. Who think Nolen stayed behind and he ran into the KKK? You know, KKK, they don't wear their sheets everywhere, nigga. They might be just some white boys on the beach, on the island, boats and shit. That sounds like some KKK shit. Boats and shit, beers and shit. You know what I mean? That's the Klan. Yeah, I'm hearing a lot about the Klan. So there's been Klan rumors around. The Dixie Boys, the Klan. I've been hearing all kind of shit, man. Smash that like button. Yeah, we got to go through everything we've been hearing, gang. Smash that like button, gang. But there goes Officer Tatum putting the blame on Katie. And we know for a fact, Officer Tatum said that and spoke with the boys, Warren specifically, and Warren spoke about Katie. Warren spoke about it and said, hey, look, man, you know, when we left, Nolen was with Katie, man. He was with her all day. Matter of fact, he had the bitch cuffed like a baby. He was, nigga, I looked over there at the nigga. He was over there cradling her. He had her cuffed up like a newborn, man. That's what he says, that he was over there cradling the girl, man. I looked at Nolen and said, yeah, you know she's a freak. Even Tristan said he walked by Katie and Nolen. Because Nolen was with Katie, he said something slick about, you know, to Katie. You know what I mean? Say, don't forget about the night now. Huh? Don't forget what I did. Don't forget what I dropped. You know, don't forget about it. Don't forget about me now. I said something slick too. I would love to know what Tristan said to Katie, man. I would love to know, what did Tristan say to Katie? Y'all guess in my chat right now, gang. You know, we speaking on Katie right now. You see Officer Tatum just blamed her. He said, no, it's something conflicting about Katie's story because we can't pinpoint when she was really last with him and what he really last said to her. He's saying, look at Katie. What do y'all think Tristan said to Katie, man? The black guy. What do y'all think the Russell Wilson's son? What do y'all think he said to Katie? Smash that like button, gang. What do y'all think? Yeah. What do y'all? I mean, yeah. What do y'all think he? Do y'all think he said something? What do y'all? He said something slick to her. What do y'all think? What do y'all think he said to Katie? If anything, man, smash that like button. Salute to everybody. But y'all can see that Officer Tatum is blaming Katie. He's going for Katie,
and he didn't. Now her story is it's a gaps in there because it's hard to tell when she disengaged with Nolen. But from what I know, they left without Nolen, which you know, and your audience probably knows. This was the big crux of everything. Why did they leave him behind at the island?
Yes.
So if they either left him or they didn't leave him. So with the idea that they left him seems to be consistent. They left. They said that they were going, and it's not abnormal for friends to go and.
Who think it's wrong for the friends to leave Nolen on the island? Drop a one in my chat right now, gang. Drop a one if y'all saying, man, they was wrong for leaving Nolen on that island. Put a one in the chat. You think they were wrong for leaving Nolen on that island? Drop a one in the chat right now, gang. Like a little gas too, man. Let me hit this gas with y'all real quick. I know y'all smoking that Reggie. I'm smoking Reggie too. Came straight from the motherlands, Kenya to be exact. You know what I mean? Yeah, drop a one in the chat. Now look at all these ones in my chat now, gang. Look at all these ones in my chat. Look at all these ones in my chat, man. Look at all these ones in my chat, gang. Look at them. Now, I'm at y'all saying they wrong for leaving them on the. Now I gotta ask y'all. I think Rainy Rain know what's going on. Yeah, I think Rainy Rain, you might. So if y'all, I'm asking y'all right now, y'all confusing me like a motherfucker right now, gang. I just asked y'all who think they were wrong for leaving him on that island, man. Y'all saying I do. Did they leave him or not? Did he get on the boat or did he not get on the boat? Which one is it, gang? Talk to me, gang. Which one is it? Y'all see all the ones in the chat. Y'all say I think they. Yeah, y'all saying he was wrong for leaving Nolen on that. They was wrong for leaving Nolen on that island, man. So did he leave? Did they leave him or did he get on the boat and they killed him? Which one is it, gang? Talk to me. Talk to me. See what I mean? To those that saying he wrong, they're wrong for leaving him on the island. Did they leave him or did he get on the boat with him and they took him and killed him somewhere else? Which one is it? Talk to me in the chat. Yeah, I'm looking at my chat tonight. Yeah, I'm talking to y'all. I'm gonna make it hard on y'all. I want to hear everything. I want to hear from y'all about every topic. We're gonna flip it this way, that, but we're gonna break everything down over here, gang. Salute to everybody rocking with me, gang.
Come on, different boats.
Right. And they didn't leave him alone. The initial
No. He was
the initial consideration was you left him on an island 10 miles off. What'd you think was going to happen? There were like 100. There were hundreds of boats there. There were lots of people.
Yes.
So did they give you a sense of Nolen wanting to stay behind? Drunk, out of character, because he was with a girl, that they were pissed off because they had to go, but they were more worried about the boat than him staying? Like, what was the vibe that you picked up?
Yeah. It was that what they were telling me, and there's a few boys kind of reiterate this, that Nolen was really feeling this girl, and they didn't know her. They had never really seen her before. And they were looking at their buddy. You probably know this, Chris. I mean, you've been in a place where you look at your buddy and he's kind of super interested in the girl. And
they saying he was out there, Jeff. I mean, all smiles over Katie Compton bomb. That's what the boys are saying, y'all. Like I said, they saying that he was out there. Let me see. Ruck is intruding in on an ongoing investigation. You got the Black Cherry. Black Cherry said, my bad. Black Cherry said, "Oh, Ruckus here is intruding on a goddamn ongoing investigation." If you shout the Compton bomb, shout the Black Cherry, salute, gang. Salute to everybody rock with me, gang. How do y'all feel about the direction they're going in with this situation, gang?
You probably know this, Chris. I mean, you've been
because now, I mean, they throwing this all on Katie for show, gang. This is all on Katie for show. The boys are saying that look, man, Nolen Wells was so wrapped up in love with Katie. He wasn't trying to hear nothing we was talking about, man. We're telling him, Nolen, come get on the boat, fam. We getting ready to leave, bro. This bitch already got it taking water, man. We fucking with the pump, man. The battery is up. The water is up to the goddamn battery. We got to go, fam. Come on. We got to go. We got to go. Get the fuck over here, Nolen. Nolen is like, nah, I'm staying behind, bro. I'm going to catch a ride with somebody else. We never found out who that somebody else was. Maybe Nolen Wells never talked to that somebody else, I'm guessing, because I thought you would think, well, if he stayed behind, he would have, the person who was supposed to take him home, whoever boat he was supposed to ride back on, for sure would stand up right now and say, yeah, we talked to him. He said he was riding back with me. But because we ain't heard that, you like, so who was he gonna ride back with? What boat was he getting on? How come we don't know who was taking him home? But they're saying that Nolen Wells was so in love with Katie, man. He was so intrigued with Katie, man. He was so, his nose, like the old school niggas say, your nose wide open, man. His nose was so wide open for Katie, man. You feel me? That, hey, man, he didn't want to go. He wanted to stay behind. But Katie is the one that's acting shady. It's all, shady ass Katie. She's the one not keeping it 100, man. When we left, he was with her. His intentions of staying on Horn Island was to get at Katie, man. That's the girl he was with all day long. Don't forget, Warren said that he was with Katie all day. Him and Katie was interacting all day. You would have thought they was dating out there from what Warren is saying, from what Officer Tatum is saying. They putting the full blame on Katie now, saying, Katie, bitch, stop playing. We left, you stayed. He was with you. That nigga wasn't even talking to us while we was there. He was in your face all day. What happened to my boy, man? He stayed behind. Where is he? Do y'all believe that? Yang smash that like, but Yang, the boys and Officer Tatum are saying Katie is the one that people need to talk to.
Place where you look at your buddy and he's kind of super interested in the girl, and you're like, you know, like, bro, you really like, you know, you really hang with this girl. It's a bunch of women here. We all having a good time. You kind of interested in, and Trayston told me in an interview that he just looked at him and laughed at him, you know, because he was having a good time with this girl. And so they didn't think it was anything.
Trayston did not say that, man. Trayston did not say that at all. Tatum. Tracy did not say that, man. That was Warren that said he looked at him and laughed, man. Not Tracy. See, this nigga here, man. Keep your notes, fam. Y'all rehearsed this shit before the interview. A lot of people think anyway. A lot of people feel like y'all rehearsed this interview. The judge was in there. We know for a fact Warren's attorney was in there. Yeah, Warren told you he laughed, not Tracy. Tracy said, you know, hell, he seen Nolen Wells with Katie, and he said something slick about Katie. Whether it was to Nolen or to Katie, directly to Katie, he said some slick shit. Smash that library. Yeah, you're fucking the script up, Tatum.
They didn't think it was anything abnormal. He's hanging out with a girl.
Because they didn't have any concerns he couldn't get home.
Yeah, no. It was no concern whatsoever, because some of the people that came in on the boat with them on the same boat that was sinking did not leave on that same boat. So it was 3 different boats, multiple friend groups. And you got to think Nolen could have been going back on a boat with the girl. I mean, these young men are grown. This is not, they're not babies. And, you know, you hanging out with a girl, you probably want to keep hanging out with her, and you may go back to the island with her, you know, whatever the case may be. So they said it was nothing nefarious. They didn't think nothing of it. They told him to get on a boat because they had to leave. And he was like, no, I'm good. I'll just get a ride back with somebody else.
And the phone, him leaving the phone, is that a function of him just forgetting in the moment? I get why you wouldn't take a phone with you into the water. Even if you're bouncing from boat to boat. I get it. I know that kids don't want to leave their phones, but I'm on a boat all the time. All right. I got water behind me. You know, we're water babies where I live. Kids don't bring their phones into the water. It's a mistake.
In this situation, this is much more so. And the reason is I think people are not being able to put together visually what it looks like out there. You have your phone and stuff on a boat. You're next to the boat. You're not like necessarily floating off somewhere way away from the boats. It's tons of boats. So what you do is you hang out in the water, you drink, you're talking or whatever. And then when you want to do something with your phone, you just go to the boat, which is sometimes within arm distance or sometimes within several feet. And you get on the boat and do your Snapchat or whatever you got to do. And then you leave it on the boat because you're in water to your chest. People are not going to be holding their phone like this. And then the reception out there is kind of spotty. So it's not like they got Wi-Fi out there and everybody can just upload stuff. So a lot of people are not really interested in their phones. They've gotten away from the mainland.
So the phone on the boat was never going to be a dispositive fact. It seemed like that early on, but we were thinking land-based, not water-based. Then what did you pick up of? What's your best sense at this point?
Well, people gotta understand something, man. We understand. This is what people understand. Well, this is what they don't seem to get. Is that, yes, we get it. When people are in the water, they leave their phones on the boat. But usually if people hear about a boat taking water, you might think, let me get my fucking phone off this boat that seems to be fucking sinking because I'm not going with it. On top of that, if I'm staying, I need my goddamn phone. Whatever boat I'm going to stay on, let me go put my phone on that boat. Let me get my phone off the boat before y'all leave. Y'all sitting there telling me, come on, man, come on. It's not like y'all just burnt off and left me. Y'all was telling me, come on. Why didn't that click that let me get my goddamn phone off the boat? So we get it. They leave phones on boat, you know, while they're in the water, man. Nobody wants to get their phone wet. People might take a few photos here and there. We understand that, Tatum. We get it. What people want to know is how come when they were leaving and they claimed they was telling him, hey, we leaving, fam. How come he didn't go get his phone off the boat? Especially if the boat was taking water. The first thing I would thought about was get my damn phone off that damn boat for sure. Now, give my phone off that damn nigga. The boat sinking. Y'all say it's water on that motherfucker. Man, hand me my phone, fam. I thought the whole purpose of leaving the phones on the boat was not to get them wet. You mean tell me a boat is sinking like y'all said it was taking water and everywhere, and you just everybody left their phones on the boat? That would have been the first goddamn boat everybody's phone would have came up off of. It shouldn't have been one damn phone left on that boat at that point in time. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, man. But Tatum don't understand, man. We get it. The phone was on the boat while they were in the water, but when they leaving, how come Nolen doesn't get his phone?
Point, preliminary as it is, so they say, all right, you want to stay with the girl. How does Katie help? You were saying that it's not clear when she disengaged. Is there anything that you now know about what happened once they leave?
Yes, nothing. It's still a big gap because a lot of his friends that knew him that we're communicating with, they were gone. And the only person left behind that we know of.
Okay, shout out to Kent Jones said you can't discount the fact that they're all drunk. Kent Jones, when you say that, are you telling me that basically like he could have forgot his phone on the boat? They're drunk. Yeah, I mean, if the boy was leaving, if he stayed and his phone was on the boat, maybe he didn't remember because he hollering at Katie with a chick and he drunk. You know what I mean? Do you mean that? I mean, because when you say he drunk, I'm thinking about him not being on point with shit. So are you telling me that, yeah, man, the boy, he could have just forgot the phone? I mean, they out there drinking and shit like that. Maybe he just simply forgot his phone, man. Smash that like button, man. Salute to goddamn Kent Jones, man. Salute to Kent Jones. Shout out to everybody putting color in that chat, man. Putting everything in the chat. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Salute, man.
That can attest to any of this is that girl, Katie. And I saw some of her text messages, but we reached out to them to try to see if she can put some more context because everybody's saying that he was hugged up with Katie. Like literally, Warren said she was cradled in his arms. Like, you know.
Hold on. Yeah, hold on. Give me 1 second, gang. Oh, they finna shit on Katie. Oh, yeah, gang. And they saying they got other witnesses that's talking about a new version of something that might have happened to Nolen Wells, maybe a fight, some cocaine, and it sounds something about maybe a girl was involved. It sounds like they finna put this whole shit on Katie, man. Katie better lawyer the fuck up. If Katie got an attorney, if Katie don't got no fucking attorney, she better go get one, man. It is, yes, all of them are drunk and reportedly some coke in the mix. Shout out to Ken Jones. You're right about that. We that's what we're hearing from Tatum as far as the cocaine. Yeah, I mean, will cocaine be in the toxicology report? I don't know, but you're right. They were drinking. Ken Jones, salute, man. But you can see what's going on, Kent Jones. They finna put this shit on Katie, man. Katie is the. Now I'm not saying Katie's innocent. Yeah, I'm not. Remember, I don't know what happened, so I'm not saying. Some people say nah, it follow Katie. So I'm not saying Katie is innocent, but you can see that Officer Tatum and the boys, or at least the boys for sure, because he's speaking for them. They saying, watch Katie shady motherfucker. And nigga, that bitch know what happened to my dog. Because, man, I miss my dog. Smash that like button. Give me 1 second, gang. 1 second, gang. Let me see what's going on here. Let me see 3D scope. It seems like Katie was with Bart, but Nolen got his phone took because they found out that him and Katie was texting each other, accidentally killing him. Shout out to 3D scope. Okay. Shout out to 3D scope. Yeah, I don't know if they took his phone, how it really went down with the phone, but 3D Scope say he feel like, nah, he didn't forget his phone, nigga. They took his phone. And that was a lot of people's scenario in the very beginning of this shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. A lot of people in the beginning was saying, yeah, we could hear him on a video saying, give me my effing phone back. You know what I mean? Even Ben Crump said it, but it turns out Tracy said that was him. But could they have took the boy phone? A lot of people say, yes, go, he on that boat. You know what I mean? He didn't leave the phone. He left on the boat with his phone. And they took the motherfucker, fam. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Salute, gang. Let me run this back just a little bit, gang. Remember just a little bit.
Land-based, not water-based.
1 second, gang.
Then what did you pick up of? What's your best sense
Smash that
at
like
this
button.
point, preliminary as it is, so they say, all right, you want to stay with the girl. How does Katie help? You were saying that it's not clear when she disengaged. Is there anything that you now know about what happened once they leave?
Yes, nothing. It's still a big gap because a lot of his friends that knew him that we're communicating with, they were gone. And the only person left behind that we know of that can attest to any of this is that girl, Katie. And I saw some of her text messages, but we reached out to them to try to see if she can put some more context because everybody's saying that he was hugged up with Katie. Like literally, Warren said she was cradled in his arms. Like, you know, he's feeling her. They feeling each other. So at what point do they separate? And at what time? Because the boys left around 4:30. Trayston left before the boys left because he got into a fight and his uncle made him leave and they got on a boat and left. And so all of this is going on. A lot of the boys that were with him had already left. Then the question is, who saw Nolen after this? How late was Nolen at the island from somebody's visual? And the fact that Katie, and I'm not saying she did anything wrong. I just have not had a chance to talk to her and get her context enough to rule out the fact that she may have been the last person to see him alive.
This nigga's talking like he's the full investigator. Okay, I haven't had a chance to rule her out. Why would they take a risk and leave when they knew the boat was sinking? They were safe on land. Story makes no sense. Why didn't the phone get damaged? Shout out to Nikki Ray. Who's the Nikki Ray? Is it Nikki Ree or Nikki Ray? Salute, gang. Nikki, yeah, I mean, that's what I was just saying. I was saying, if the boat is leaking, and I'm not saying I know where the phones are at on the boat, if they on the ground or where they sitting up on something, I have no idea. But at the end of the day, it's like, if the boat is sinking, it would make me say, hey, give me my phone off that damn boat. Y'all talking about the boat sinking, it's taking water, we got to leave or leave it and shit. Everything they saying only reminds me, let me get my phone, because I'm not leaving with you niggas and there's water on the goddamn boat. Let me get my shit, man. I don't care about how drunk I am. I don't give a fuck how high I am. I'm gonna remember my goddamn phone, especially if I'm 18. Smash that like button and salute to everybody in the building, man. Salute to Nikki, man. Salute, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, y'all. Salute, man. KC Dog, every time he talk about Nolen, he says he's grown. When he talk about the white friends, he always calls them boys. Classic gaslighting. Shout out to KC Dog for peeping that. He said every time Tatum speak on Nolen Wells, man, the boy is grown, man. He can stay if you want to. But every time he speak about the white boys, man, the boys, man, they're great from their parents. They kids to him. Nolen Wells is the man. Smash that like button. I see that shit, KC Dog. Shout out to KC Dog, man. When y'all make good points, I'm gonna call it out. When y'all say some bullshit, we gonna call it out. Smash the like button. Yeah, we're unbiased over here.
Did she talk to the cops?
I'm not sure, but I think she did.
They say they have 60 interviews.
Yes. So that, with that being said, I think that
interviews,
everybody
interviews. There's nobody like, not to agitate you about Ben Crump, but he is right, and so is the family, that somebody knows something, right? Because unless Nolen said, I'm not coming with you, I'm going to go to the island and run the length of the island, which is like 10, 12 miles long.
Right.
Unless he said something like that, he was with other people when they left.
There's a great possibility that he was, and there's also a possibility that he could have wandered off and drowned, because
wow, Tatum saying he just wandered off and drowned, man. That's hard to believe, bro. I mean, it could happen. I mean, but as of right now, Tatum, with so many people being out there, man, I know you're gonna say, well, that don't mean nothing. Just because a lot of people out there, everybody's drinking, having a good time, loud music, fireworks. It's so much going on out there, bro. Anybody can disappear. But it's just hard to, imagine that. You know what I mean? I'm not a boat boy in the Mississippi waters and all that crazy shit. Shout out to Mississippi in this motherfucker. But I'm just saying, I'm not, man. Shout out to Lake Ray Hubbard where Daniel Irving died there, where somebody pushed him off a damn bridge, 2 white boys. I'm not fucking with them lakes, man. I don't fuck with that kind of water, man. But at the end of the day, man, Tatum is saying, hey, man, he could have just wandered off by himself and just simply just accidentally drowned. I mean, it could happen. But it just sounds unlikely with it being so many people out there, man. When the hell are you able to get away from anybody? It's like you would think that you're by somebody at all times. You buy a boat, you buy people, you in a crowd. It's like everybody was it's like everybody was so close to each other. The nigga just go underwater, just never came back up. Like the nigga just go down and just, they keep talking about this deep fall, this fall in the water. Like it's like a drop in the water. Do y'all think something happened to him there? Because they say the boy could swim. He was an athlete. You know what I mean? You think he hit the drop and just never came back up? And then body washes up a day and a half, damn it, 2 days later. Nobody even seen him. His body, he just went underwater and nobody ever seen him ever again. But he was like in a crowd of people. He's at a fucking party at the Horn Island. People everywhere, boats everywhere. Smash that like button, gang. Y'all talk to me, gang. Talk to me in my chat, man. I'm most definitely, I'm hearing all y'all, man.
The way they described it, and people have drowned there often.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think they said like 3 or 4 people per year drown right there at Horn Island. And it's because of the tide. And it's a weird little situation on the west side of the island where they were at. And they were showing it to me. And it get rough. And there's an undercurrent.
They call it the washing machine.
Right. That's what they said, a washing machine. And so no matter how good of a swimmer you are, you get caught in the middle of that, you can drown. And when you're in an environment where
they said the washing machine. They say it's a thing called the goddamn washing machine at Horn Island. They saying you can get caught in the washing machine. They say it's a spot in Horn Island. They call it the washing machine. If you get caught, I don't know if that's where the dip is at. But they was talking about that 20-foot dip. I don't know if that's where the dip is at, but they saying somewhere on Horn Island, it's a spot called the washing machine. Now, that might be where that current is really washing up, and it'll put your ass in a goddamn spin cycle, man. It'll wash your ass up. You'll disappear. That's what they saying. That's what the boys gotta be telling. I'm sure you get this information from the boys about the history of Horn Island and the way the water is and the way the water works and all the drop offs and where the current is really heavy at, and the washing machine area and shit. Stay away from that washing machine, dude. Tatum is saying these are dangerous waters. So if these waters so goddamn dangerous, how come Nolen Wells is the only one that disappeared that day? Like, it's so many people out there. There's more people than usual out there. And you mean to tell me he the only nigga got caught in the washing machine? Nobody else. If they would have said 4 or 5 people was missing, even 2 or 3. Even Nolen Wells and another white boy, we'd be like, man, it's that goddamn washing machine and did it again, man. That damn washing machine, man. But nah, man, it's just weird, bro. It's weird. No matter what y'all say, it's just weird, bro. It's weird, man. So nobody else got caught in this shit. The rip current. All right, man. Y'all talk to me in the chat, gang. Like I said, anything's possible, gang. We unbiased over here. Anything's possible, but that shit just seemed unlikely with so many people out there. Niggas went for a private dip. Man, come on. Smash that like button, gang.
Machine.
Right. That's what they said, a washing machine. And so no matter how good of a swimmer you are, you get caught in the middle of that, you can drown. And when you're in an environment where there's hundreds of people out, there's music blaring, people are drunk, it's a possibility. I'm not saying this is the more likely possibility that I believe happened, but he could have wandered off to go pee, because they were saying that when you pee, you don't want to pee in front of everybody, so you kind of wander off. And there's a drop off. If you get
So they've been saying that too lately. Somebody else said that, man. They could have went to go take a piss, man. You know what I mean? This nigga said pee. That's what girls say, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, Tatum, friendly ass nigga. I don't care who show I'm on, man. Take a piss, you know what I mean? Take a leak, something, man. You don't say nigga finna go pee. When you finna go take a, I'm gonna say take a leak, right? You know what I mean? You finna go, you know what I mean? They saying you can wander off. You don't want to stand next to nobody else because that's getting people pissy. You're not in a swimming pool or nothing like that. Like, this is getting you don't want to get the next person next to you pissy, man. You don't want you get to just piss in the water, man. People might smell it. I don't know. Maybe maybe somebody might feel it, that warm feeling on their leg or something, or you know what I mean? You don't want nobody else to come out, they trunk smelling like piss. So you kind of walk off by yourself to be nice to the crowd. So they saying that maybe Nolen Wells wandered off because he didn't want to piss on nobody else. Yeah, maybe Nolen Wells wandered off because he didn't want to piss on nobody else. And he got caught up in some current or some shit. He tried to just, they say that's normal. People do that. You'll see people walk off or swim off by themselves and, go take a leak, go take a piss. They say maybe Nolen Wells swam off the piss alone, man. He just went to go take a quick piss. They want to piss on Katie or nobody else. And they say he probably never came back. That's why nobody noticed. He swam off by himself. That's what Tatum is saying is a possibility, gang. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building rocking with me, gang.
Get caught in there and you go under or you pass out because you're drunk. Everybody's distracted. You can be gone like this and nobody ever know. But it does seem suspicious
Lady
to me
V.
that
Salute to Lady V.
Nobody saw him. Now, with hundreds of people there. But here's another thing that I think, which is the problem why I think Benjamin Crump should have never been involved in this. Because now I'm getting the sense that people are afraid to come out and say anything, because even if you saw Nolen, but you had nothing to do with it, you don't want to tell nobody publicly. You'll tell the police.
What? You mean to tell me it's 175 bands on the table and don't nobody want to say shit? Yeah, well, what the hell is this nigga talking about? He said now people are afraid. Tatum saying people are afraid to come out because now they feel like you're going to look like a suspect. If I see Nolen Wells drowning and I didn't say nothing, then, you know what I mean, that makes me a goddamn suspect. I didn't render aid. I didn't do nothing. I just basically watched him drown and went about my business. I'm now the goddamn suspect. It's now all on me. Tatum is saying people don't want to say nothing now because now if you come out a month later and say, yeah, you know what, then I think about it. Now that I think about it, my nigga, I was on that cocaine and I was smoking that goddamn ice, but then I think about it real good. You know what I mean? I was drinking the Modelo's, but then I think about it, fam. I think I did see Nolen Wells drowning. Put your hands behind your back, man. Then somebody's going down for this shit, man. Not those boys. Yeah. So, I don't know. Somebody's going down for this shit, man. So people feel like, hell no. If I say something now, nigga, oh, hell. You got me fucked up, nigga. You got me fucked up. Yeah, hell no, cuz you got me fucked up, nigga. Y'all made me the suspect. I didn't see shit, nigga. I'm Stevie Wonder to the nigga. Ray Charles, nigga. I didn't see shit, nigga. That's what Tatum is claiming. Even though it's 175 bands on the table for anybody who even has information that can lead to what really happened to Nolen Wells. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody rocking with the game. Y'all got a little bit of gas, little Reggie Miller y'all can smoke tonight. Please light that shit up, gang. So this nigga This nigga Tatum might be reaching on this one.
But you don't want to tell anybody publicly because you will be masqueraded as the white person who killed Nolen Wells. And just like these boys are experiencing, even though they have an alibi that they weren't there when.
Yeah, how you know it couldn't have been a black person that said they seen something? See, Tatum, we be catching your ass being racist, bro. You don't want to be the white person. If it's a white, you say you just start vindicating for white people and that witness could be anybody. That witness could be anybody, fam. This nigga just started vindicating. It is. This nigga just started vindicating for white folks, and that damn witness could be anybody, a Mexican, a white person, a black person, and you just said whoever the witness is, they're afraid because they don't want to be the white person to get blamed for this. We didn't even say what color the goddamn witness was, Tatum. Damn, slow down, nigga. Damn. That nigga, they're wild than a motherfucker, man. Nigga be ready to fight for white people. I mean, bro, we get it, man. Damn.
Person who killed Nolen Wells. And just like these boys are experiencing, even though they have an alibi that they weren't there when whatever happened to them happened. So I think that the community and people that are out there are scared. Now, they may have told them.
Well, there's got to be some other black folks and some Latino folks. You know, it wasn't all white people who were there.
100%. And this is the thing. This is another thing, Chris, why I'm like, well, why would they jump to the race thing? Why don't they ask the black kids what happened to him?
What?
I mean, he was out there with all kind of friend groups. So
won't they ask the black kids what happened to him? Nigga, according to you, you did. Nigga, Trace didn't sell your couch. Remember the black guy? Remember, you used him on your show to be the black guy, the black kid. You made sure you got an interview with Warren. And if the other white boys didn't want to talk, I'm for sure going to get an interview with Nolan's black friend. So don't you dare sit here and say, why ain't nobody asked the black kids? Nigga, you interviewed the black kid. Nigga, fuck is you talking about? You interviewed a white friend and you interviewed a black friend. So what are you talking about, bro? You interviewed a white friend and a black friend. So people did ask the black friends or whatever. The black friends, according to you, the black guy. Who what other black friends are you talking about, Tatum? Who else? Put some names on it, bro. I'm sure you talked to all the boys. Put something about Javon. Javon was out there. His mom, the one who ain't got the phone. You know, just throw a name on it. Who are you talking about? Who is Nolen Wells' other black friends that was out there? We know his coach was out there. We know he also had other white friends out there too. See, it'd be different if Tatum was saying, why don't you just ask his other friends that are out there? I'm sure it was some white kids that fuck with Nolen and some black kids out there. I'm sure he had some, I'm sure, you know what I mean? So why don't you just say, won't y'all ask all the other friends out there, all the other kids that knew him out there? You know what I mean? Why are you locking in on the black friend? Because you could say, oh, well, people locking in on his white friend. No, they just the ones who was on the boat. That's who he came on the boat with. That's who had his phone and his goddamn car keys. We didn't put all that shit. We didn't put none of this on them. The suspicious shit come from what really happened in real life. You want people to question the black friends for what? Why didn't you just say all his friends? You making this a race thing, dog. People don't think that, oh, Nolen Wells' friends killed him because he was black. Nobody ever said that. People think the state of Mississippi is not investigating this thing the right way because these boys are white. One of their mom is a judge. It's, you know what I mean? Things we've seen happen in the history of this country several times before, Officer Tatum. We've seen this play before. We've seen this. We've seen white kids get off and shit like that. Look at the case of the Murdochs. We've seen kids, you know what I mean, get special treatment and shit get swept under the rug, and rich white boys get 10 years probation for a DWI murder. And remember, it was like a little white boy that killed somebody in his car driving drunk one time. They gave him like probation and some shit. We see this shit happen all the time, dog. This ain't nothing people just make it up, Tatum. They let Tatum come to the hood, bro. Come to the hood, Tatum. Come sit in the barbershop with the niggas, bro. Yeah, I challenge Officer Tatum, bro. Come to the barbershop with some niggas, bro. We're not saying that's gonna happen to you. We just talking about as far as just come be a brother for a day, bro. We get it what you do for a living. We get it, bro. We get who you are, what you do. But just come rock with the brothers, fam. Just come sit down with us, bro. So just chop it up, bro. Yeah. If a nigga get up and lock the door, fam, that don't mean shit. That is how we do it at the barbershop I go to. Shout to Fort Worth, man. Salute to you. Shout to the nigga from Fort Worth. He right up the street from me, gang. Here, this is the stop six nigga. You know, stop six. Rudy G say that's an Eastwood nigga. And it's not a stop six nigga. All right, whatever. Wherever you from, smash that like button, gang.
Why is the black kids okay with not knowing what Nolen did, and they left him too? If somehow they have no recollection,
because it's Mississippi. That's why.
But
that's
know,
why.
Mississippi.
That's the cultural precept that blacks have been systemically discriminated against in that state egregiously, and that's why.
But here's the caveat to that. I agree. I know that has happened. That has happened all over the nation. But Black people have also been the contributing factors of murdering other Black people too, more recent in history. So, but this is why people can't prejudge things without the evidence, because what is the more likely thing that will happen to you? More than likely, you'll get killed by somebody that look like you. More than likely, the beef and the conflict will be with another Black person versus white people in most cities, period. However, we know the historical context, but you can't produce that forever. You can't say forever and a day, because I'm in Mississippi, if a white person do anything, it's got to be a racial undertone. I don't think it's fair, because then what happens? There may be an actual suspect that's not Black. I mean, that's not white, that they're not looking at because they're saying it must be a racial thing. And it could be.
This nigga here, bro. Hey, yeah, man. Kent Jones said, come be your brother for a day. You a mess. Go show you. Salute, man. Yeah, Tatum. Shout out to Tatum, man. Tatum said, yeah, Tatum is really vindicating for them folks, man. Bet not have to take a shit on Horn Island. Shout out to my boy H-Town Sco, man. Salute to H-Town Sco, man. Right, you bet, boy. You take a shit on Horn Island, nigga. Your ass is, nigga. They'll never. You're not even gonna wash up on shore. You're out of there, fam. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to Kent Jones, man. Shout out to Lady V, man. Salute to the Lady V. Salute to everybody building y'all. Yeah. Tatum is saying that, hey, man, just because it's Mississippi, and shout out to everybody from Mississippi here, gang. If you're from Mississippi, let me know in the building, man. Now I know my boy Mississippi Swan is in here, and he done been through some shit, man. I know my nigga done ran from the KKK, all kind of shit, man. Nigga tried to set him on fire one time, all kind of shit, bro. You feel me? But that's not everybody's story from Mississippi, gang. If you from Mississippi, or you got family in Mississippi, or you got people in Mississippi, you done visited Mississippi, tell me, is it like that in Mississippi? Is it still racist and a bitch down there right now, gang? Is it racist in Mississippi? Talk to me, gang. Is it racist in Mississippi? Yes or no, gang? Talk to me in the chat, gang. Come on, gang. Stop boy. Mississippi Swine, bro. Come on, fam. Talk to me, bro. Is it racist in Mississippi still? I mean, is it like that? I'm talking about like that. Like, man, be careful in Mississippi. It's a lot of different cities you can go to that's cool, certain places, but man, it's a lot of places that's not cool. It is. Because Texas is kind of like that. Texas is kind of like that, but it's not, you know what I mean? It's kind of, it's Texas is like that. I ain't gonna say it's kind of like that. Texas is like that, but it's not as bold as it used to be. I remember the 90s was racist than a bitch. And then I think back to my childhood, like, damn, the 90s was racist. Like, then I'm old enough to realize what was happening back in the day, even at school. I'm like, God damn it, the 90s, that shit was racist. I don't believe this shit, man. That shit was racist. Now, today, I think there's a lot of racism going on, especially behind closed doors, man. I think a lot of racism goes on, in some places behind closed doors. But shout out to Sharon Murphy, man. It is. So this happened to my cousin in Arkansas the same way. Yeah, shout out to them Arkansas niggas, man. Shout out to Sharon Murphy, man. Oh, yeah, Arkansas country and the motherfucker, too. I know some racist shit going on in Arkansas. But who from Mississippi is in here, gang? Is Mississippi like I'm from Texas, man. It's racist than a bitch out here, but I mean, as the years go on, it's not so blunt no more. It's kind of like, it ain't so blunt in certain areas, because Texas got them sundown towns too, man. Like I said, if you're on your way to Oklahoma or Houston or something like that, man, be careful, man. Late night, you pull over, take a piss, you smell a cross burning, you dip your head in the woods. Klan, nigga. Yeah, you just bumped to a Klan meeting, nigga. Welcome to the Klan, nigga. Yeah, we live in this dirty South, man. Shout out to everybody in this bitch is not from the South, man. I'm just giving y'all a little game in this dirty South. I know shit happens up north, too. Not as bad as down here, but there's shit going on up there, too. Shout out to the West Coast. We seen them whoop Rodney King ass all over TV. You feel me? Stop the bullshit now, gang. You know what I mean? It's going on somewhere everywhere. But Officer Tatum is saying, just because, people live in Mississippi don't mean that everything is about race. That don't mean everybody's racist because it's in Mississippi, man. Yeah, smash that like button. Salute to everybody rocking with me, gang. Put some color in this chat, man. Come on, y'all. Turn up. Light that little Reggie up, y'all. Got that corn y'all been smoking on, that CBD, that K2. Light it up, gang. Salute to everybody in the building. And most importantly, gang, rest in peace to Nolen Wells, man. Is Mississippi that bad?
A conflict thing. It could be a drug thing. It could be somebody getting too drunk and Nolen passing out or falling off the boat, and now people are scared to say anything because they feel responsible. But one thing that I think people should realize is that it must have happened near Horn Island, because the authorities are saying because his body washed up on Horn Island and the way the current works, it must have happened somewhere in the area, like right in the area. It couldn't have happened offshore too far because he wouldn't have washed up on land. So, but I just wish that people would slow down and let the investigation do its thing. And here's another thing, Chris, about the deletion of the phone. You know, I don't think that the family and Benjamin Crump is being honest about this. One thing people need to know is there's no such thing as deleting stuff out of the phone because police can forensically extract anything from your phone. It never gets.
What the fuck was that, bro? What was that, bro? Man, I know Tatum got confident in them boys. Warren looked Tatum right in the eye and said, we never touched his phone. We never went in his phone. None of that, man. But Tatum, bro, you gotta watch the way you say shit, bro. We get it. We get it, bro. We get it, bro.
Crump is being honest about this.
Hold on, listen.
It couldn't have happened offshore too far because he wouldn't have washed up on land. So, but I just wish that people would slow down and let the investigation do its thing. And here's another thing, Chris, about the deletion of the phone. You know, I don't think that the family and Benjamin Crump is being honest about this. One thing people need to know is there's no such thing as deleting stuff out of the phone because police can forensically extract.
Okay. So what he's saying is that he's saying the phone evidence, man, that's bullshit, man. Them boys, basically, because the phone evidence haven't came back yet. So he said there's no such thing as that. Like, he think like they so smart. If they, I mean, even a fool wouldn't do no shit like that, gang. Like, everybody know the police can go back and get evidence out of a phone. They can go back and contact the goddamn carrier and to get the apps. And everybody knows that about cell phone evidence, about cell phone data. He said that's dumb. So what Tatum is saying is that, you know, Warren said in the interview they never touched the boy phone, they never opened Nolan's phone, they never did nothing with. Why would we want to do anything with Nolan's phone? That's the dumb, like, that don't even make sense. Why would we open Nolan's phone? So Tatum is saying, bro, they already said it. They said they didn't touch the phone. Don't you know they understand that if they lie about that they finna get busted any day now? Don't you realize, bro, if they went through that phone, deleted anything out the phone, Snapchat, messages, anything, they're getting ready to find out. So, you know, why would they still be talking so confident about the phone, about everything, if this is some shit they actually done? Like, that would look dumb and a bitch. Their days will be numbered when it comes to some shit like that. You think they like, well, that don't even make sense. They know the police can go back and find that out. Smash that like button. I'm checking with the prayers, man. The prayers at Skull. I got married in Biloxi, Mississippi. They have slave houses and monuments still. It's like that. Shout out to the prayers, man. The prayers he jumped the broom, nigga. And Biloxi, Mrs. Goddamn Sippy, man. What the fuck, man? Is that where your girl from? Shout out to her and Biloxi. Shout out to her in Biloxi. Oh, yeah, you might get some people out there. I don't know. Shout out to Biloxi, man. They see we jumped the broom in Biloxi, Mississippi, nigga, on some roots shit. I just see a roots wedding, nigga. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Shout out to my guy, the prayers, man. Salute to the prayers, man. Smash that like button, gang. What do y'all think about the phone evidence, gang? The phone data will be back soon, man. The phone data will be back soon. What do y'all think about that, man? Do y'all think yes or no in my chat, gang? This ain't no time to fuck around. Let's get serious for 1 second, gang. Let's stop playing around. Let's get serious, gang. It is for real. I be done close my eyes and pick the lucky winner out the chat and slap the shit out of you. Let's get serious. Let's stop playing around, gang. Let's get serious. When it comes to this phone evidence, do y'all think the phone evidence is going to say guilty or not guilty? Phone evidence. Guilty or not guilty when it comes to the phone? Do y'all think that they will go through this phone and find out that things have been deleted out this phone? When it comes to that phone evidence on them boys, guilty or not guilty right now in my goddamn chat, man. Guilty or not guilty, man. When it comes to that phone evidence, do y'all think it's going to come out? It's going to go. They finna find out any day now. Them boy was deleting shit out that phone. They tried to open the phone up. After that, they're going to put the boat data with the phone data. They're going to see that when that boat left Horn Island, that phone was getting messed with. Guilty or not guilty, gang? Because remember, Crump got to deliver this to us. Ben Crump got to deliver this. Yeah, Ben Crump. Ben Crump going to need this. This is going to be a big one, gang. I keep talking about this phone evidence. I'm like, y'all, I know we got to wait for it. I understand we have to wait for it, but that phone evidence is going to play a big role in, in kind of how this shit's going to continue to play out. Because when it comes to that autopsy, man, that we waiting on, from the state of Mississippi, that I don't know when the fuck we're going to see that, because they say they turned everything over to the grand jury. The DA's office said they are not releasing no more evidence. So we kind of confused on when we're going to get the official autopsy and toxicology report any damn way. But a lot of people feel like, we can't trust that shit, man. They kept the throat, all this other shit. They things that the family would have needed for their private autopsy. They held that back from them. This shit is looking shady, man. We don't know if we could trust, goddamn the state of Mississippi, man. The Sheriff Ledbetter came out and said no foul play day 2. So, man, I don't know. I think that's how a lot of people feel about the state of Mississippi and Ocean Springs Police and Sheriff Ledbetter and the DA's office. I don't think nobody trusts nobody no more. So it's like that phone is going to be very important if you don't believe what the autopsy and the toxicology report is going to say. When that autopsy drop, man, I'm talking about, when I tell you the shit going to hit the fan, man, when I tell you that when that phone evidence drop and that toxicology report, when the autopsy report drop, the shit is finna hit the goddamn fan no matter what it say. Smash that like button and salute to everybody in the building, man. Let me see. Casey Dog said alligators are on horn, but you want me to believe Nolen was there for 2 days and they didn't even get him. Nah, they dropped his body on the 6th. So Casey Dog said, man, they came back and dropped him. They took him on that boat. They took his ass somewhere, dropped him off. I mean, with the parties, and remember they were seeing at parties that night, fam. They went and partied and kicked it and shit like that. They had Nolen ass tied up in the back of the trunk or somewhere. They were on the boat still, hidden away. They hid Nolen's body, went party, came back, dropped his ass off the day after, the next day. Okay? He said alligators in that water. How would his body survive that long in that water with them damn gators running through that mother? They would have done that. They would have found his leg, his arm, his fucking foot. Ain't no damn way he would have been in one piece when they found him. Them damn gators out there, says my boy Casey Dog. Salute to Casey Dog, man. Shout out to Casey Dog, man. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, man. The prez said military. Salute to the prez. I'm not sure what you meant when you said military. So I got, okay, you were in the military. That's why you got married in Biloxi, Mississippi. Shout out to you and your wife, bro. Yeah, okay, so that's why, fam. Salute, fam. You was in the military. Salute, my guy. Salute.
Anything from your phone. It never gets
being
honest about
it. We talking about the phone.
One thing people need to know is there's no such thing as deleting stuff out of the phone because police can forensically extract anything from your phone. It never gets deleted. It just get overwritten on the phone to you. Forensic extraction will extract the core of everything that has ever existed on your phone. So if that was the case, the authorities will find that out and it will be transparent.
Do you have confidence that there's going to be a real answer about what they found in that autopsy? Because there's
let me see what's going on here, gang. Shout out to Mississippi Magnolia, said alive and well. Confederate City on the coast, Jackson, Harris, and Hancock County. A few years ago, Jaheim McMillan was shot by 12 in the back, was 16, and nothing happened. Ben Crump was the attorney. So when you say that, Mississippi Magnolia, what do you mean by that? Do you feel like, man, Ben Crump didn't do nothing then? And this nigga ain't gonna do nothing now. What are you telling me about this shit? You said Jaheim McMillan. This is what year? What year is this? Alive and well, a few years ago. So what was it, about 2022, 23, maybe 21, 20, during COVID? When was this? When was Jaheim McMillan gunned down by the Mississippi police? Smash just hey man, smash that like, but rest in peace to that man. Now I gotta go look that up. Now I gotta do my research on that, man. Smash that like, I gotta go look that up and see what's going on in Mississippi. Goddamn it! Now I gotta do my research on. Now I gotta come back with some history on Mississippi. Yeah, shout out to everybody from Mississippi here, gang. Are you close to Mississippi? Salute to everybody that know about Mississippi, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, y'all.
There's a disconnect for me. If the first autopsy showed drowning, okay, in the lungs, and there's no sign of anything else, why go to a grand jury? So the fact that they are impaneling one, how do you read that?
Yeah, what they've come out to the public and said is that this is typical. No matter what happens, it's not like this is somehow an admission or a building up of a case, like they have suspects or not. Any one of these suspicious deaths that they don't have a conclusive answer to, they have to bring all of their materials to a grand jury as a form of process. So the average person thinks that, they're impaneling the grand jury. That must mean that there are suspects in a crime that will be presented. And that's not the case. What it is that they got to get all the evidence together, and therefore an impartial process. They go, we push all of this to a grand jury no matter what the circumstance is. So we're consistent across the board. And it could come to a point where there's nothing there. That was just a drowning. So this is process and routine. This is not necessarily an indication that there was a crime. I'm pretty confident. I don't have any reason not to be confident, right? I mean, I'm pretty confident that they're going to find out, or they're going to be transparent about what they know. I'm not very confident that they're going to get real answers from people about what happened to Nolen. But I am confident that they're going to present to the public everything they have. I would be more confident if Benjamin Crump was never involved.
Oh wow! Shout out to Caramel Cuties. Officer Django ain't been skin folk since the day he came out the damn womb. He don't know what it is to be skin folk. Look at who he married. The phone records will point to guilty as fuck. I believe it's going to show something. Shout out to Caramel Cuties, man. Shout out to Caramel Cuties. Salute, gang. She's saying, hey, man, just wait for that phone evidence, but it's going to most definitely point to them boys, tampering with this goddamn phone. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody. This shit is crazy, man. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Let me see. Where was I going there? Let me see the prayers. The prayers, the alligators don't bother dead bodies, but they tried it. I'm from Tampa, Florida. Shout out to the prayers, man. Salute to the prayers. Salute, gang. Let me Compton Bomb to ask Shady what happened. Man, Compton Bomb ain't letting up, man. He dropping $10 a pop on Katie's head all night, y'all. This nigga Compton Bomb believes Katie is involved in this case, man. Them boys didn't do it, but Katie know what happened. Or whoever did it, Katie know what happened. Smash that like button, gang.
And the parents had come together as a community and said, let's come together as a community and find out what happened to my son. All his friends, they all get together. They, if they did that, I think it would be more conducive for regular people in the populace to say, I did see him at 6:30. I didn't see nothing happen, but I saw him at 6:30. Or somebody say, I did see him at 8 on a boat, that boat over there. But when you start interjecting these things in here, the person who did something to him ain't gonna say nothing. The person who may have seen it now don't want to say nothing because they don't want to be accused of killing Nolen Wells. So, but I'm confident that because they're being transparent too. I mean, Benjamin Crump had an opportunity for a second autopsy, which they did, and they presented it, and it was inconclusive initially, waiting on toxicology and different things like that, which is probably the same results as what happened with the state. It's nothing different. It's the same soup warmed over. And so in the phone extraction. So the police is going to extract Nolen Wells' phone and see if there's any tampering or deletion that could be tied to some nefarious means. And Nolen Wells' family will be a part of that, which was agreed by the state and their attorneys. They're being transparent. I don't think they have anything to hide.
I don't have any problem with their decision after that initial thing. The police side, except for the governor coming out and saying something that showed that he's paying attention, but he didn't know anything. They're not putting out any more word until they go through their process. I'm okay with that because as long as it all comes out eventually, I don't need them to compete with the family's attorney or go point for point or any of that. I understand that even though I'm in the media and I want as much access as I can get, as soon as I can get, I get that determination. Do you know whether or not the friends are cooperating in terms of their cell phones?
Oh, I would have to ask.
Hold on. Smash the light button, gang. Let me see. Mississippi Magnolia said Jaheim was 15 when it happened. 10/6/22. Okay, so it happened October 6, 2022. I think Nolen will give Ben Crump a Mississippi win. So Mississippi Magnolia said, in the Jaheim McMillan case, Ben Crump covered that, or I guess he got with the family and nothing ever happened. But she's saying the Nolen Wells situation, she do believe Ben Crump will be successful. Remember, Ben Crump don't have too many wins under his belt right now, Mississippi Magnolia, when it comes to this Nolen Wells case. Ben Crump Ben Crump ain't delivered nothing yet. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I fuck with Crump. Shout out to my nigga Crump, man. But y'all know I'm gonna be 100% over here. Ben Crump has not produced anything quite yet. We still waiting on Crump to hit us with some ta-da. Told you them niggas. We waiting on it still. I'm waiting on it. That's why I say this phone evidence is key. Because after the phone evidence, it sounds like, unless a witness or somebody else come forward, it sounds like everything else is gonna belong to the state, far as in the grand jury, far as what information we end up receiving and how this thing played out, in their eyes, what their reports say. So you get what I'm saying? Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Salute.
But they told me we did everything the cops wanted us to do. We cooperated right away. Many of them took lie detector tests. It wasn't technically a lie detector test traditionally. It's another form of like a cognitive lie detecting thing. It's not called a lie detector test. That's why I say a lie detector test equivalent. But it's the same proficiency. It's maybe more accurate. But every boy.
He lied. Remember, he lied and said the boy took a lie detector test. That was a lie. Now he's saying that this is more accurate than a lie detector test. Come on, Tatum. Stop trying to clean this shit up, man. Let the truth be the truth. If they didn't do it, cool. But if it's something shady going on, bro, you don't have to make up shit and give them an extra, help with these stories and all this evidence you pushing, bro. They did not take a lie detector test, bro. Stop fucking lying, bro. And on top of that, you interviewed Warren. You told us whatever test it was, he didn't even take one. So the boy whose story we heard He didn't even take one of the tests. Like, what the fuck, Tatum? Come on, bro. You know you fucking around. Stop, Tatum.
Access as I can get, as soon as I can get.
Come on,
I
Tatum.
get that determination. Do you know whether or not the friends are cooperating in terms of their cell phones?
Oh, I would have to ask specifically. But they told me we did everything the cops wanted us to do. We cooperated right away. Many of them took lie detector tests. It wasn't technically a lie detector test traditionally. It's another form of like a cognitive lie detecting thing. It's not called a lie detector test. That's why I say a lie detector test equivalent. But it's the same proficiency. It's maybe more accurate. But every boy except one took the lie detector test, and they passed. And they all cooperated with the police right away. And I'm assuming, I want to verify, and I think my team is listening to me. Maybe we can verify.
Bro, what the hell were they even asked, bro? We don't even know the questions, bro. They asked any of this shit that the people are saying online. Nigga, you should have played some TikTok videos for them and said they answer this shit. Like, they be like, you should have, what were they asked? Especially at this time of the investigation. That long ago, days ago, a week ago, whatever. What the fuck did they ask them, man? Like, what were they asked? What did y'all ask them? I mean, they passed the test. What test, nigga? So it wasn't a lie detector test. It wasn't a lie detector test. It was some other kind of test, and they passed. But the boy you interviewed didn't take one. So his story, I don't know about him, but that's the nigga I interviewed. Okay, man. Blessings go in the chat. Brandon Bookman does not have the investigation acumen of a former police officer. Hopefully, the truth will come out soon. Okay, shout to Doe Eyes. Is your name Doe Eyes? I hope I'm saying your name right. Doe Eyes TV. Yeah, Doe Eyes. Shout to Doe Eyes TV, gang. Salute, gang. Salute, man. Salute, man. Shout out to everybody in the building, gang. Salute, fam. Salute. Shout out to you for that donation, too, man. Going crazy, gang. Salute. He's saying, he said, bless Brandon Bookman. That nigga Bookman. He talking about Bookman from Good Times. You talking about Bookman? Booger butt. Smash that like button, gang.
That I think Nolen and all them gave their phones over too. So
I got to tell you, and this will upset people. As an attorney, and having done this as long as I have, there's no way you're getting my son's phone. There's no way he's taking any kind of cognitive anything. And I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
I would be suspicious that when you people, meaning law enforcement and the government, if you want to make a case, you're going to make a case. You're just not going to make it on my son because he said something that you can take out of context, or he got flummoxed by something, or he has some sense of guilt because he loved this kid. And he feels like, man, everybody's so angry. I must have fucked up. I'm not putting that on my barely baked son who's 18, 20, whatever they are. I got one of those animals in my house. I've got a 20-year-old boy in my house. And I could absolutely, you're not getting it. You want to come? Come. But I'm not giving it to you.
Yes.
I'll tell you that. And I know that.
So he's saying he wouldn't have, that would have made him look guilty as fuck, but he's saying he wouldn't have gave the phone up. He said he's the parents of the white boys. They would not. They could have put that. They could have put the blame on them boys, man. So he's saying the fact they gave their phones up, I guess that makes them look innocent because the fact that, hey man, it could have been anything in those phones that they could have took the wrong way, or people could have. Yeah, man. Let me see. So shout out to Blue Onyx Crystals and more. Salute, gang. Justice for James Cooper, May 10, 2023, hung by a lamppost only a few days in Mississippi. R.I.P. Nolen Wells. Damn, Mississippi. Shout out to Blue Onyx Crystals and more, man. Damn. Everybody got some shit from Mississippi, man. And that was 2023. The last woman said her case was in 2022. Jaheim McMillan, 2022 in Mississippi. These are stories I never heard of. The injustice for James Cooper, May 10th, goddamn 2023, 3 days before my birthday. God damn. Rest in peace to these brothers, man. I'm about to come down to Mississippi and whoop some ass, man. Yeah, I'm about to come to Mississippi. Y'all not knocking the white boys out in Mississippi, man, like I would, man. Yeah, that was going on in Mississippi. Y'all ain't knocking the white boys out like I would be down there, man. I'm about to come to Mississippi and knock a few white boys the fuck out for y'all. I see what's going on there, man. I'm about to show with a few of my niggas, man. I'm about to pull up. I'm doing the most of the knocking out. I'm about to pull up with some niggas and knock a few white boys out in Mississippi, man. I can see that now, fam. You niggas y'all ain't knocking, y'all ain't whooping the white boys down like that. In Texas, we be whooping these white boys down here. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody in the building. Yeah, ask these Dallas niggas. We'll sleep an essay too. Smash that like button.
Sounds like I have something to hide. That's not why I'd be doing it. Even if he said to me, Dad, here's exactly what happened. I'm okay. I'd be like, I understand. I understand you're okay. I also understand why they're asking and what they're looking for, and I'm not giving it to you.
You're 1,000%, and I'm the most pro cop person on the planet, but there is no way that anybody should talk to law enforcement without an attorney. I like, even if you, because what happens is, Chris, is that sometimes law enforcement can be shady, right? They can
They're
lie
allowed
to
to
you.
lie. They
They
are
can lie
allowed
to
to
you.
lie.
We lie to people all the time. I mean, and we
Oh,
don't
you,
lie.
you don't nah, nigga. Don't clean it up now, fam. Don't clean it up now, bro. Yeah, y'all do be lying.
They can
They're
lie
allowed
to
to
you.
lie. They
They
are
can lie
allowed
to
to
you.
With the
lie.
police.
We lie to people all the time. I mean, and we don't lie to you because we want to arrest the wrong person. We lie to you because we want to figure out how to get to the right answer.
Oh my God.
We don't lie to you because we want to arrest the wrong person. We lie to you because we want to figure out how to get to the right answer. We lie to people all the time. I mean, and we don't lie to you because we want to.
Oh shit, bro. Man. I've heard enough, man. I've heard enough, brother. Like, brother. Man, nigga, this police is crooked as fuck, bro. We know y'all lied. Just like y'all lied to the Central Park 5 and said y'all had evidence and witnesses and people that saw them do this and y'all knew they did this and y'all did them young black boys dirty like that down there. Where was that? Up there in New York, man. Yeah, you know what I mean? I think Al Sharp had to show up to that shit, didn't he? Jesse Jackson, a few niggas. So, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, y'all heard it first, man. Right here from 12's mouth, man. Yeah, right from 12, man. Yeah, right from 12. And I don't hate Officer Tatum or shit like that, man. I don't know this dude, man. I know dudes like him, like far as dudes who, you know what I mean? They rock it on that and on that side. They most definitely turn on. They don't trust black people, don't like black folks at all, man. They, you know what I mean? They not no black friends, you know what I mean? That's them. You know what I mean? That's how you rocking. That's how you rocking. Yeah. Niggas don't fuck with you anyway, so. You know what I mean? So I don't knock nobody how they live their life if you ain't breaking the law, but Officer Tatum, man, yeah, man, he most definitely man, it's one lifetime, man. He most definitely tap dancing like a motherfucker, fam. He don't give a damn, bro. You know what I mean? Officer Tatum, I ain't saying you hate black people, but you damn sure don't trust them and you don't like them. If you walk into a place and there's too many black people there, you most definitely leaving. You out that bitch, fam. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't trying, yeah. Yeah, you know what I mean? And you hate black women. Oh, man. Oh, he can't stand a black bitch. Trust me. I'm just saying that's how he probably think about it. I can't stand them black bitches, man. They can't stand a black bitch. Yeah. Tatum don't fuck around. Tatum hate niggas, man. Tatum hate niggas. No, I ain't gonna say that. I said I wasn't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that, man. But Tatum most definitely calling the cops. He look out his window and see some black dudes walking down the street, man. I mean, too close to his car and shit. I done seen him walk by twice and shit. Tatum most definitely feel like anytime you see a black man on a bike, he's a dope fiend or he finna break into a crib or something. Oh yeah, he finna break into a house, fam. Follow that nigga. Tatum, if you see a black man on a bicycle, man, you see a white man, he exercising. You see a brother, oh, that nigga's up to no good, man. Follow that nigga. That nigga's a crackhead or he's finna break in somebody's crib. This nigga on his way to the pawn shop with somebody's shit. Man, please. Ain't no nigga on no bike. Remember, Tatum was a cop. Remember, Tatum was a cop. Yeah. Tatum was a cop, man. I'm just telling you, I think he thinks a cop. Like, he most definitely probably arrested way more black people than white people, for sure. I mean, look at the way you think. So, I'm most definitely pretty sure you was targeting a lot of black folks when you was at Tucson, Arizona. I'm pretty sure you was targeting a lot of black brothers, man. I'm not knocking you. That's how you got it. That's how you got down. Because your white fellow partners, I'm sure they were doing the same shit. You just doing what they doing. But yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. I've seen a video of Tatum and his wife talking some shit about their cultures and how they, you know what I mean, some shit about them joking in front of the kids and some shit about I forgot. I gotta find that video, man. Yeah, I think the white girl be calling Tatum all kind of niggers and shit around the house. Shit, you fucking nigger. I don't give a fuck. Fuck, get out, you fucking nigger. Fuck you and your ancestors, motherfucker. Yeah, I think Tatum over there getting handled. Smash that like button, gang. But Tatum is he's standing on business for these boys, man. He did. Tatum is standing on business for these boys, man. You know what I mean? He's saying these boys are innocent, man. He's saying there's no real evidence against these boys. Everything y'all hearing online, just some bullshit, lies, made up lies, man. That he's very confident that when this thing is over with, or even when it goes to a grand jury, the grand jury is going, they might not find out exactly what happened to Nolen, but they gonna most definitely see that these boys are innocent. They have nothing whatsoever to do with what happened to Nolen Wells. They say they left. They told Nolen to come on. He didn't come. And that was the last time they seen their friend. He's grown. He can stay behind. He didn't have to go. They couldn't kidnap him. That would have been against the law. So, I mean, hey, other than that, he said, I'm confident, man. I'm real confident that the phone evidence ain't going to show shit. Nobody went in Nolan's phone. The autopsy going to come back and tell them that the boy drowned. The toxicology report, remember, Tatum said that he would bet niggas anything that Nolen Wells going to have, goddamn me, cocaine all in his system. And a bunch of Bud Lights and shit. 211 still reserved. Yeah. Faint eyes. Smash that like button, gang. Old English. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody building, man. Rest in peace to Nolen Wells, man. Like I said, I think everybody online is kind of divided right now, man. A lot of people are divided, man. Some people are saying, Sco, them boy. I mean, trust me, I got a lot of people in my inbox, man. I got a lot of people in my inbox. Some people feel like, Sco, these boys are goddamn innocent, man. They did not do this, Sco. Go look at everything, man. Some people thank me for being unbiased as far as just breaking down everything, looking at everything, checking in on everything on each side of this shit. They saying, Sco, these boys are innocent, man. It's gonna look, and people gonna look crazy, including Nolen Wells' parents and Ben Crump. When everything comes out and says these kids are innocent and nobody ever goes to jail for this shit, bro. They were wrong about this. And then you got people that say, nah. It's a lot of questions that ain't been answered. Hell, today we still don't even know how the boy died. His family didn't even get a chance to perform a proper autopsy on the boy. Sco, you better stop fucking around. This shit is more suspicious and more deeper than we all think, man. This thing is still super suspicious, man. Right off with the boy phone and shit like that. Even his mom, that mother's tuition gave Christine a feeling. That's why Javon mom went over there kind of looking around like, what the fuck is going on? Where is that phone? Like, what y'all up to? That's why his dad would look at the car keys and they was bullshitting around and wouldn't bring him his keys and all this shit. They were suspicious from the start by things that were being said and happening from the very get of this shit, from the very get-go, before Ben Crump was even brought into the picture. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Salute, man. I mean, the Nolen Wells story takes a new twist and a new turn every day, man. Every day, man. Shout out to Gibberish Rap Star for that cash app, man. Salute to my dog, Gibberish Rap Star, for that cash app, man. Salute, man. It's a lot to come, y'all, with the Nolen Wells case, gang. It's gonna be a lot. It's still a lot we waiting on, man. It's still a lot, and different clues and things are still coming out online. Like I said, some of that shit we can keep, we can throw away. Y'all seen the new sighting of Nolen Wells today, man. The new sighting. They seen Nolen Wells sitting on the end of a boat in a video. Y'all would be a goddamn shame of yourself. To everybody that posted that on Instagram or wherever y'all shared that shit at, the Pascal, whoever that nigga was, y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Bro, ain't no damn whatever, no damn Nolen Wells, man. Tatum, that one black cop showing out in front of the white cop. Salute, Ice Cube. Salute, man. Salute, man. Salute. Fanning said salute, Ice Cube. Smash the light button, man. Let me see. Meeks the Cutie said, Crump hired audio engineers for the CETO call. Shout out to Crump, man. That CETO call, man, I'm not for sure. Yeah, I mean, shout out to Meeks the Cutie, too. Salute to Meeks the Cutie. That CETO call, man. So, I mean, that's something that got to go before the grand jury, man. That's something that I'm sure the grand jury going to have to hear. They're going to sit down and say, is that enough? You know what I mean? For suspicions of indictment for murder, or for at least for a criminal investigation to really begin, for them to really start, combing through these boys and interrogating these boys. Will that CETO call be enough, gang? You know what I mean? The things that we think we hear in the background, Nolen, something about I heard the word dead. I heard damn it, Bart. It's some things you can make out clear. And it sounds like they saying Nolen name for show. You know what I mean? So I mean, at the end of the day, a lot of people, a lot of people are suspicious about what was going on. Brandon Tatum says, hey, they wasn't too far away from Horn Island, man. The boat was only a few feet out from Horn Island. Whatever would have happened if Nolen was still on that boat, whatever happened to him, everybody would have witnessed it. If they killed Nolen and threw his ass off a boat, people would have seen, man. They was literally right by Horn Island. The boat hadn't even went far at all, man. Smash that like button, gang. Just disrespectful to show that and says it's Nolen. Smash that like button. Yeah, real shit, Taylor, man. Yeah. That was some white dude. That was some Italian dude in that damn boat. Mind his own goddamn business. Now today, his photo every damn where. He like, what the fuck? Yeah, man. Yeah, he looked up his photo everywhere today. He popping like a mother. And he got motion. He probably posted this shit all over his Facebook. I got motion around it. You niggas crazy, nigga. I'm everywhere, nigga. Fuck you talking about, nigga. Yeah, I got motion, nigga. I am everywhere. Yeah. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Salute, man. Salute, gang. It's still, like I said, it's still a lot, gang, going on with the whole Nolen Wells situation, man. It's still a lot going on. And I just want to know the truth, gang. I'm gonna lie. Yeah, I just want the truth, man. That's all I want in this situation. I just want the truth, man. You finished,
right?
Mm-hmm.
They're
allowed to lie. They are allowed to lie. Yeah.
We lie to people all the time. I mean, and we don't lie to you because we want to arrest the wrong person. We lie to you because we want to figure out how to get to the right answer.
Mm-hmm.
And people were mad at some of these boys because initially none of them had an attorney.
Mm-hmm.
They got attorneys later. Warren had an attorney right away, and it probably because his stepmother was a judge and they understand his law process. So they were like, no, you're going to get an attorney first. So they don't lock you in and say something and you accidentally say something.
Yeah, that's a little suspicious, man. You know what I mean? That's a little, if people say, hey, we just want to know what happened, man. Ask some boys what happened. But they saying that the internet was saying it. Now they saying that the internet, and they feel like because the mom got Ben Crump, I guess, on the internet, they went and got lawyered up, man. They saying the minute they heard their names in that type of light of having anything to do with the disappearance of the death of Nolen Wells, they lawyered up, man. That was kind of fast, though. That was, I ain't gonna lie, that was fast. Because just because somebody say some shit about me, man, if I know I'm innocent, I ain't even no fucking attorney, man. Yeah, I'll talk to whoever. I don't need no lawyer in the room and none of that shit, man. That's my dog. I had nothing but love for him, man. I want to help the investigation shit. Who want to talk? Now, Brandon Tateman says exactly what they did. They opened up to anybody. They was willing to talk to anybody, including Ben Crump. And he's saying that Ben Crump denied that, man. Them boys wanted to talk to anybody, and Crump, and you know what I mean. But to go get an attorney, I think was kind of. But I understand the boy's mom is a judge, and that might be how they get down. I'm sure they got a family attorney. You know what I mean? So they come to dinner and shit like that with them. They travels with them and shit like that. You know what I mean? I'm sure they got one of just her friends at work, one of her colleagues at work. So, but they did lawyer. I mean, that's expected though. If his mom is a judge, I'm gonna say that if mom is a judge, that's expected. But if the rest of them boys lawyered up too, everybody sit down and got attorneys and shit. They was moving kind of fast. I mean, everybody felt like they was moving real fast, man. It is. Shout out to goddamn Real Campbell, man. Shoot the Real Campbell. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. D. Rich said, if evidence never proves the boys are innocent, yet no way to prove guilt will not make Crump's attempt to find what happened make him a grifter. Will that not make Crump's attempt to find out what happened? Okay, D. Rich is saying if evidence never proves the boys are innocent, yet no way to prove guilt, will that not make Crump attempts to find what happened make him a grifter? D. Rich, break that down to me again, man. Are you calling Crump? Are you saying, hey, man, if Crump don't get a case off these boys, if these boys ain't found guilty, man, or if nothing comes out of this, the boys are never arrested, and hey, man, it just kind of disappears, and the grand jury just says, hey, man, accidental drowning, does that make Crump a grifter? You tell me, gang. Real Campbell says, Skull, you doing your thing, man. You always give me props, bro. Salute to my nigga Real Campbell, bro. Shout out to my nigga Real Campbell, bro. Salute, fam. We do it over here, man. Big Skull gang shit. We've been doing this, man. Come on now, Campbell. We've been doing this, my nigga. It is. Salute to everybody. Yeah, you big no signs, nigga. We've been doing this. Don't forget. You're all this shit originated from. Y'all probably forget. Y'all forgetting. Smash that like button, man. It's so much to break down, man. It's so much more to break down about this situation. Like I said, we still waiting on the autopsy report, the toxicology report. I'm waiting on Ben Crump toxicology report as well. Remember that Ben Crump also has the toxicology report. I think they should be coming back soon. So you most definitely could compare that to the states and see what's going on with that. You know what I mean? Ben Crump. So you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm gonna say this. Whatever we don't hear from Ben Crump is gonna be kind of weird to me. If Ben Crump don't tell us about the cell phone evidence within the next month or two, I'm gonna say, come on, Crump, tell us about that cell phone. If they go quiet about that cell phone information, we just don't hear nothing about it ever again, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck is going on? So that's why I'm glad it's going before grand jury, because no matter what happens on the boys' side or Crump's side, I think we'll hear about it. So if that cell phone do say, they tried to open his phone up, they was fucking with his phone, this and that and the other, I'm hoping we'll hear about that no matter what, no matter how it turns out, no matter how this evidence turns out, I hope we hear it. You hear me? I hope nothing gets hid on either side. I remember the DA's office said we're not releasing shit and all that. I hope nothing, whatever happens, whatever this comes out to be, I hope we get a chance to learn about it, gang. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. We're gonna get up out of here, man. We're gonna get up out of here. But of course, y'all know I got my eyes on the Nolen Wells case. Follow me on Instagram, gang, SKO_network. Go follow me, right? If you got an Instagram, I don't give a fuck if you don't ever use it. Go follow me on that thing. SKO_network. I just got a new page a couple months ago, man. I keep losing my Instagram, but I've been cool on this one. I ain't really been posting too much. I've been kind of just chilling, just looking at everything on the gram and shit. I mean, trust me, I be on the post. Y'all know I be on the post, but they always throw me off, man. They always say I did something wrong, man. So I'm just being kind of cool right now. But either way, gang, we'll be back, gang. We'll be back soon. Like I said, follow me on Instagram, man. SKO_network, gang. If y'all been on my website lately, yeah, I got the rolling trays back up. They got all the SKO essentials, all the smoking things y'all need. It's back on the website, gang. So if you're looking for a tray or the SKO gang grinder, the lighter, the whole package, man, go on my website. You want to smoke like an OG like me, man? Nothing but Big Reggie. If you want to be like me, man, go to the website. Get you a rolling tray, man. Get you a grinder. Get you a lighter. You know, man. Support the gang, man. Salute to everybody building, y'all. Rest in peace to Nolen Wells. We will be back, like I said. We'll be back to break some more of this down. Send me everything. Facebook, CHRIS. Pettie, Chris Petty on Facebook, gang. Chris space Pettie on Facebook. Go follow me now, gang. Follow me on Instagram. Goddamn me, SKO_network. Follow me on TikTok here. I think I'm SKO something on TikTok. Y'all can find me on TikTok, gang. I gotta find my TikTok, goddamn. What am I on TikTok, gang? I don't be on TikTok all the time. I need to get on TikTok though. I need to get on TikTok, gang. Somebody gotta give me the TikTok gang, man. I'm SKO889 on TikTok, gang. Chris SKO, CHRIS SKO889, gang. Remember, it's Chris and SKO, so it's two S's. Chris CHRIS SKO889 on TikTok, gang. CHRIS SKO889 on TikTok, gang. Go run me up, gang. Salute to everybody rock with me. Shout out to everybody that donate to the platform tonight, man. Salute to everybody that donate to the platform. Salute to everybody hit the cash app, man. Salute to the whole gang, man. We'll be back though, y'all, with more Nolen Wells news. How this whole thing gonna turn out, gang? I don't know, man. You know what I mean? My condolences go out to his family. You know what I mean? No matter what happened, like I said, his family, I feel sorry for his mom and his dad, man. No matter how this thing turned out, I feel sorry for his parents, man. Rest in peace to Nolen Wells. Like I said, I'm waiting on the cell phone data. Man, I can't wait for that to come out, man. Man, I hope we hear about it, man. I'm waiting to see more interviews from Ben Crump and the family, and maybe even the boys, man. Hopefully some of the other boys come out and talk, man. I want to hear from everybody. We damn sure want to hear from Katie. Where my boy Compton Bomb at? We damn sure want to hear from Katie, man. Is it Shady Katie? I mean, it might be Shady Katie. We most definitely want to hear from Katie, man. I don't know what I said, man. Brandon Tatum and the boys most definitely seem to be saying, hey, why y'all talking to us, man? Go talk to Katie. She was with him all day. He was hugged up with her, cradling the girl in the water. When we left, he was with Katie. So go talk to Katie, man. Ask her what time did he leave, man. She already put up evidence showing she was still on Horn Island around 5:30, 6 o'clock. So I think the boys are looking like, man, fuck them photos she put out, nigga. Nolen could have been on the other stuff. Far as we know, Nolen could have took them motherfuckers, bitch. Where was you at? Where was your antennas when my nigga came? Where was your antennas, bitch, when my nigga came up missing? That's saying what the boys and Brandon Tatum are saying. They saying, man, look at Katie. Either way, gang, smash that like button, man. Hit the cash app, donate to the platform, man. Salute to everybody that pulled up tonight. Not pulled up, but pulled up in the chat, man. I'm gonna drop that link next episode. I'm gonna let y'all pull up. I'm gonna chop it up with y'all again about the Nolen Wells case, and I'm gonna make it hard on you, gang. No, I don't care what you believe in, whatever side you believe, I'm gonna make it hard. We're gonna ask the real questions, man. Let's get to what's really going on in this investigation. Let's really look at this thing, you know what I mean, for what's really out there. We ain't gonna make up no shit. If we do see things online that's questionable, we'll break them down. We'll talk about them on this platform. We are unbiased. We just want the truth in everything we cover, man. We just want the truth to come out, man. So if them boys are innocent, like I said, I hope it shows. That whole proof comes out to show those boys are innocent. They didn't do this. But if they did it, get their ass a special cell ready in that goddamn Mississippi penitentiary, man. Get their ass a special cell ready in that Mississippi penitentiary, man. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say, man. Get their ass a special cell ready in that goddamn Mississippi penitentiary, man. Either way, gang. Salute to everybody building. Y'all know what time it is, man. It's Big SKO gang, a no gang, a don't bang. Remember, we don't break the news. We just break the news down. That's what we do over here, gang. We don't break it. We don't bring it. We just break it down. We don't create the news. We don't make up news. We go over all the news. So we're going to break everything down. Whether you think it's real or not, we got to check it out. We got to see if we're going to keep it or throw it away. That's how we cover every case over here, gang. Salute to everybody building, y'all. Salute to everybody that donated, man. We'll be back tomorrow night with more, gang. I don't know if whether it's Nolen Wells or I got a couple other stuff. I need to get into some other stories too as well. I know, gang. I know, but the Nolen Wells story, a lot of people depend on me to really keep them updated the real way. A lot of people covering this shit. They covering it disgusting, man. They just saying anything. They clickbaiting y'all, telling y'all about this and that and the fourth boat and all this kind of shit. Yeah, that was a shot at Tisa Tails. You know what I mean? Yeah, some people just be playing on it. They just want to see people click on this shit. Thumbnail look interesting, and they didn't want to see people click on it. I done fell for it too. I done fell for it. Man, a lot of shit these people be telling y'all all the time. It don't mean shit, man. Come on, man. Ask Shady what happened. Shout out to my boy Compton Bomb, man. Shout out to Compton Bomb and dropping 10 pieces on her head all night, man. Shout out to Compton Bomb, man. Salute to Compton Bomb. Salute to everybody in the building. Y'all, I'm gonna keep it real, y'all. We're gonna do it the right way over here, gang. We're gonna do it the right way. We're not gonna make up shit. I'm not gonna send y'all all over the place. We're gonna really talk about it the right way, gang. That's one thing we take pride in the Skull Gang. It's always keeping it 100, man. Not making up lies and shit like that. We're too grown for that over here. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, y'all. We'll be back tomorrow night, man. It's Big Skull Gang or no gang or don't bang. Remember, we don't break the news. We just break the news down, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, y'all. Rest in peace to Nolen Wells, y'all. And till next time, I'll be back. Go to my website, y'all. The rolling trays are back. All the smoke equipment, the grinder, the lighter, everything is back, gang. I took it off for a while. You can get the trays in any color. Go get the merch, gang. I got hats. I got jackets. Go to my merch site, gang. Moderators, drop the link to my merch, to my website in the chat, gang. Drop the link to my website in the chat, gang. Salute. Drop the link to my website in the chat, moderators. Please, gang. Please, please, please. Go to the website, y'all. Support your boy, man. I got some of everything with the no signs on it. I'm going to wear more shit. I used to wear it all the time. I'm going to start wearing more of it again. I'm going to start wearing a lot of Skull Gang again, man. I got jackets. I got pants for the ladies. I got everything, man. I'm thinking about coming out with some Skull Gang wigs for all you bald-headed hoes in the chat. Smash that like button, y'all. I'm bullshit, man. I'm just bullshit. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Salute, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Go to the website. As any moderators drop the link to my, where we go. Shout out to True Virgo, man. Shout out to True Virgo. There we go. Y'all, just say no to Skull at Big Cartel. Go to the website. Y'all go check it out. I got some good shit over there, gang. Go check it out. It's a little adventure over there too, gang. I can tell if y'all been over there. So go to the website. Go buy some, gang. Show me some love, man. I got some of everything. The rolling trays, the clothes, I got some of everything over there. Y'all go over there. Go check out my website. Just say no to Skull at bigcartel.com. Y'all, we get off this live, everybody go over there. I might meet y'all. I think I can chat with y'all over there too, man. I might meet y'all over there, man. Go to the website, meet me there. My bad, beat me there. Don't meet me there, gang. Till next time, I'm gone. Salute to everybody in the video. Meet me at the website, yeah. I'm going to the website. Meet me over there at Just Say No to Skull at Big Cartel, gang. Meet me over there, gang. The whole gang, man. The whole gang. I'll see y'all in a man. Y'all, it's your boy Just Say No to Skull. We don't break the news. We just break the news down. It's most definitely Skull Gang or no gang or don't bang. Hey, we're gonna stay real over here, man. Big Skull Gang. Salute to everybody that watched this video. Make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. I do live streams all the time.
It's Skull Gang or no gang or don't bang. Salute to everybody. Good. Hold on.
I want to say all this real quick, y'all. Go, hey, gang, come on, man. Just go at Big Cartel, y'all. Go to the website, gang. I got everything in every color, gang. We got everything in every single color, gang. Go show me some love. I think you did. You breaking your gas down, man, on a Skull Gang trade. You might not be gang yourself. Yeah, y'all niggas tell me y'all big smoke in the chat, y'all big blood and shit. But why ain't you got your trade yet, nigga? Why ain't you niggas got your trade yet? Grab the ass, niggas.
Go to the website and shop with your boy. Just Say No to Skull.